Icebox Studios. It's the SportsCast with your host, the Sports Guru and Bud Knocker. Call the show at 818-435-8423 and follow the show on Twitter at SportsCast_THN. And now it's the SportsCast.
Welcome back to the SportsCast NFL Game Day Show with more of my boys at the studio today.
More men.
We picked up a Mexican on the way over to the studio.
Orale! Pick him up at the Home Depot, eh?
Rene Casas says I work for food. I build your deck in your backyard.
I know podcast, eh?
Hey, Home Depot.
He held the sign, man.
Yeah, you guys got me from Home Depot, man.
That's right.
Jumped in the back of the pickup truck.
Cheaper than Johnny Icebox over here. What's up, Johnny? This could be a great show today. We got a little new format coming up for you guys. Once again, back here in the Icebox Studios, the beautiful Icebox Studios. Make sure you guys check us out on Ustream at, is it at Icebox Studios? On
Icebox Studios.
There you go. Or also at thenewsportsguru.com. We're streaming live on the homepage. Make sure you guys give us a call today, 818-435-8423.
Call in, you lazy bums.
Yeah, you lazy bitches. Swear to God.
Seriously, sitting there watching us drinking.
Yeah.
Just dial the phone, man.
Also, guys, on Twitter at SportsCast_THN. Also on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. iTunes especially. So, big show coming up today. Got Lawrence Brooks coming up at about 6:40.
You.
Our fancy guru. Going to bring you...
LB said it.
Yep. Going to bring you his wide receiver rankings this week. Last week did running backs, so it'll be good if you guys got... we got a lot of drafts coming up here the next couple of weeks. What I don't get, guys, like, there's some people already drafting. Like, what are you doing drafting next week? Like, there's still 3 weeks of the preseason left.
Your guy's going to get hurt.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, the week before is the time to draft.
Yeah, so it's going to be the last week for anybody to get their name into the hat, into the lottery. We're going to have a live
Does that
lottery.
include me?
Sadly,
I
yes,
still
we
can't
have to have
figure
you in this. I know, sadly, seriously. Knocker, before the show today comes in, he's like, how do I even get into it?
Dude, how do I get into our own contest?
I can't get into ESPN. I was like, well, then you pretty much can't get into the league if you can't get into ESPN.
That's pretty sad.
It
I
is
am a
pretty
sad individual.
You are
Sorry.
a sad, sad man.
You are one pathetic loser.
When it comes to that stuff, I am, man. I'll admit it. I am the first to admit it.
And
Yeah.
you just got your very first smartphone today.
I did.
Is that correct?
Oh, I took it downstairs, but yeah,
You
I
took
did,
it downstairs?
man. Yeah, it's downstairs.
How do you feel?
Yeah,
Welcome to the new world.
I do. Now it's not
Were you
turned
still
up
playing-
yet.
Were you still playing Snake on like your
On my flip phone?
your flip phone? You had the Razor Slim.
Space Invaders, man.
So
I'm still playing
Invaders.
Space
Oh, okay.
Invaders.
Well, at least you mixed it up a little bit.
Yeah, man, dude. And you know why I want it? This is the only reason I want.
If you say porn, I'm kicking you off the show.
No, I don't do porn.
This is my father.
I don't watch porn. I can't
You're
have
such
it.
a lie.
I don't.
Johnny's lying right now. Isn't
No,
he?
I'm not lying.
I think we're going to talk about the sports guru girl coming up later,
Yeah.
and I think we'll find out a little bit more.
Well, I
from
might watch her.
But about
Yeah.
I think
Up
we'll
to
find
this
out a little-
point, I don't.
Well.
Okay. But the only reason I want it is traffic. That's the only reason I want a smartphone, so I can look at traffic.
I'm gonna tell you
'Cause,
personally right
dude-
now, it's not gonna help you, broski.
Why?
Those things aren't accurate at all.
Really?
It's just
Yeah.
gonna. Well,
It's
no.
just gonna piss you off more.
Yeah,
You're
it's
gonna
just gonna
think
piss
that
you
it's
off.
gonna be like,
Is that
dude,
right?
Oh, dude, it's only like yellow lines instead of red. It must be better. No, it's the same thing.
Well, but I have an iPad at work,
Yeah.
right? And I use the maps on the iPad at work to check out my drive, which way I'm going to drive home.
Right.
And that seems to work pretty well. Had I had this last Saturday, now I pray for the family of the 20-year-old who died on the freeway, and I do pray for the family of the dude who hit them going the wrong way.
All these dudes.
But I got caught. I got caught on that wrong way driver traffic on the 210 freeway on Saturday. Had I known it was there, I could have taken another route.
No, well, Mark Long would say
and
this.
gone around it.
What an idiot.
Seriously, what an idiot, Knocker.
But that's what I want it for. That is
Okay.
what I want it for, so I can check traffic and do my best. Because, dude, 29
Yeah,
miles
also
at an
that-
hour and
also
20
that
minutes.
He can, tweet Nikki Lee now, and he can get on his Twitter now.
Yeah,
from
he's
his
looking
phone.
forward to the social.
He is.
The social
He's such
aspect.
a Twitter slut. Like
He's
you know,
really looking
I am
forward
a
to
Twitter
that.
slut,
you
though.
are.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching us live again at Icebox Studios on Ustream or at thenewsportsguru.com, you might see a different colored person in Johnny's seat. You know, he got a little tan
Yeah.
over the last week. Johnny
Yeah,
got some
right.
Sun.
He's been playing a lot of golf. You know, he's turned right into a Mexican out there. That's fantastic.
Look at me.
No, but
Look at
Look
me.
at this shitty mustache I grew.
as we announced last.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you got the
I'm just
raper
kidding.
stash. Got the
raper
raper
stash.
Wow.
stash. I'm gonna give him one.
No,
on that.
Got the wetback stash going.
He looks like.
Yeah! Well played! Thank you!
You look like a very handsome, like Antonio Banderas.
Thank you, man.
Oh,
I've been
Antonio.
called. I've been called Eric Estrada before.
Is that yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Puncharelli.
Pops
So have
over,
I.
Yeah, Pops over here is
Oddly
Ponce.
enough, so have I. Yeah.
Ponce
I
from
can see
Chips
that.
and George Lopez. Is
I
what
get,
he
I get
gets.
George Lopez, Ponch,
Yeah.
and Raymond.
Usually
and
it's
Raymond.
a white guy who's saying this stuff to you
Yeah.
guys. Hey, you look like yeah.
I was also told I look like Miguel Rojas from the Dodgers, the shortstop. Yeah, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, if you guys
I don't
want-
even know what he looks like. I couldn't even. Yeah, you do. Yeah, bro, you do.
You do.
Just like him. If you guys are watching,
Great
Every
call.
other
Good call,
Mexican
good
in
call.
Southern California.
as we told you last week, we're going to be doing a different format this year coming into our Pigskin Pick'em. Johnny, who is always busy getting in the production, he's doing a great job on the show, but he loves football so much. He's got a lot of information in that small brain of his that he wants to get out there on the show. You know, we've heard so many great comments like, "Hey, Johnny, how do you think Des Bryant's going to do?"
You're pumping this up so much. I'm not going to get any better at what I say.
I thought you'd do
nothing I say.
a little bit more insight. No,
No, I mean,
now you're just free
I
to
will
smoke
be-
weed and
I
drink
will
on the
be-
show without
yeah. I
As
will
he's
be
packing-
paying.
as he's packing one over there.
I will be paying attention. But
Oh,
no, I mean,
God.
for people who are familiar with the show that we all did,
Right.
the Ice
I like
Box,
Mark Sanchez.
it's just I wanted to be able to tie everything together because football season's coming up. I wanted to be able to talk a lot of football,
Right.
and then
But we also
we're
have
gonna,
some nonsense.
yeah,
you
we're
know?
gonna be extending the
Yeah.
SportsCast about it. What were we doing?
half hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah, half
afterward,
hour.
you know?
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna have extra time to bullshit
Yeah,
in between.
It's gonna be fun.
And just kind of have the two mixture.
Yeah.
A little mixture
And
of
it's
the
going to
both.
be good. Renee's been,
Sounds
producing
good.
for a while, so it's going to be good to have him. He'll be with us with our pick'ems, as will Lauren. So the five of us each week will be breaking down every game for you guys, giving you your fancy boom and bust players. So it's going to be fantastic. Again, guys, check us out on iTunes. Spread the word. I want to thank everybody real quick that's coming out this. Oh my God, are you kidding me? This kid. Are you hearing it? Like,
Smoke weed every day.
seriously.
I was
He's just flicking light. He's such a different person. He just moves out of that seat. He's got
Our
so much
show
freedom
just
now.
went to a-
Look at him. He's like a degenerate over there. in
Our
the
show
corner.
just went another level.
It did.
It just
It
went
did.
to a different level,
Did.
dude.
Hey guys, I'm free. Call the show though today, you bitches. 818-435-8423. Let us know. We're gonna be talking a lot of NFL. Gonna get into our rapid fire. We got
Cheech and
shot-
Chong, if you're out there, chime in, man.
Yeah, really. Chabby smoking in Colorado. We got our Shot of the Week award, or your Shit of the Week. Knocker's got his Shit of the Week this week.
I
so,
do.
Oh, yeah,
I've got a
Renee,
couple of them.
Renee, you gotta have a shot of the week award.
Okay.
Shot of the week.
Anybody, just anybody who had anything that was great.
He knows. He
Yeah.
knows what
Okay.
it
I
is.
think he's
Okay.
done it before.
Is that where someone takes a shot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all gonna take shots
we're all taking
after
shots.
the first break. You'll get used to it. You'll get pretty hammered on this show.
Yep.
All right.
So we'll talk about that, and then we're getting into our wide receiver rankings. So again, guys, chime in today at sportscast_THN on Twitter. Real quick, I want to thank everyone going into the golf tournament this weekend. Mark Long, especially, Joel De La Hoya.
Biggest event
Pocket
in the
Protein.
history of sports.
It's been going so smoothly. We
Yep.
sold out already before. We've actually had to allow a couple people to get in. They got in late.
Oh yeah.
You know,
We're
could've-
taking walk-ins right now because
could've
we
pushed
just
it,
we
yeah.
busted it over. We sold out so fast.
We were
Yeah.
gonna stop at 48. We're pushing it in the mid 50s.
Thank
now.
you
We get-
so
wanna
much,
thank
everybody who's going to
Um,
participate and who's going to be there.
Also, the fans and the sponsors buying the T signs.
Yep.
I want to thank Dyson Dash Motors.
Yep.
I want to thank Taryn, especially. Juice
Colonel.
the Colonel Juice out there on Twitter for sponsoring holes. Knocker, did you see your dipping hole sign that Johnny made?
I have not yet.
It's very fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm going to give you that sign when we're done. You can hang that up in your room.
Awesome. I'll put it in
For-
my front yard forever.
As soon as Wendy sees that, oh, man.
Uh-oh.
She'd be like, no, you're not putting that in my room, Knocker. You ain't doing that. Renee, but usually we get into real quick. What'd you get? Anything special over the weekend? Anything we should know about you?
That's a no.
No,
No?
no, not really.
But you've been practicing your golfing because you're
I
gonna
have,
be
yeah.
you're gonna be on me and Johnny's
God,
team.
I hope
Yes,
so.
I have been practicing my
With
golfing.
Bob,
Been
so-
hitting up some 9 holes just to get some practice in.
I hope
driving
so.
range.
Okay.
Went back over to Citrus a couple times. Had fun over there.
There we
So
go.
yeah,
I
been
like
trying.
it.
Attaboy.
And I did it
All
all
right.
sober too. I didn't try to ride in.
Hey,
Wow.
wow.
So
Oh,
and
my God.
I've been debating on whether or not I should drink at this
Well, we're
tournament.
gonna have a little
You know what I
fun.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
want to
gonna
have
have a
fun,
little
but
fun.
at least I want to do good. If it's a tournament, like
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
want
but
to be all fucking
Be like,
It's
buzzed
I
and
like turtles.
yeah.
it's best ball tournament, so it's whoever. I mean, it's okay if you fuck up once or twice.
Well, if you don't know his nickname,
be there.
Renee's nickname is Deer Whisperer.
The Deer
Yeah,
Whisperer.
Deer
yeah.
Whisperer.
He talks to animals on the golf course. He does. He's
Yeah, I
got
try
a
to ride
special
them
ability.
too.
So,
Come here, dear.
it's going to be great, though. If you guys didn't get a ticket and you want to come out and just hang out with us, because we have a few people that are coming out. Taryn, I want a big shout out to you for coming out and
Oh,
taking
God, yeah.
pictures of the event. That's going to be fantastic. But if you guys want to come out and just hang out, have some beers, it's at Whittier Narrows Golf Course in the city of
In
Rosemead.
Rosemead,
We'll be starting around 9 o'clock. People will be getting there 8:30. Be going all day. We have cocktails.
Bloody
and a
Marys
rap-
early.
raffle after, so it's going to be a good time.
Plenty
Just
of
come out,
beer.
support the show. So, all right, guys, without further ado, let's get into the NFL of the show. See? Renee's already got the pumping of the fist going. over
Chubby
there.
time.
Chubb's time. We are here. Johnny Manziel is here, folks. Black and yellow's here.
Just never gets old.
I don't like it when they play it on playoff baseball. This is a football
Yes,
song.
thank
This
you,
is
Fox.
football.
Thank
It should
you.
not be on Fox 11 fucking
agree.
postseason baseball
No, this should
at
be
all.
on baseball,
You know what?
right? Renee, this should be on baseball.
Do not
right
like
here.
that.
I'm almost positive.
That's baseball.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
baseball. When I
No.
was watching the Olympics,
Yeah.
they were playing the NFL theme song
Yeah.
as
Mhm.
part of the
Yeah.
music.
Yes.
It threw me off.
That they play on like Fox Sports West. They play that
Right,
like when the
right.
Angels
The
play.
Angels, yeah.
But that other one on Big Fox, Fox 11 during the playoffs and TBS, they play.
Yeah, they do
That
throw
one.
that.
Yep.
That's a football song.
That's a football song.
Football song.
Who
Hey.
said that?
I
though?
don't know.
Who says that's a football
Like, you
song?
can't bring figure skating in with that song. Hey, guys, Chrissy Yamaguchi's out there. Let's
Blaze
go.
of Glory.
Blaze of
glory.
What's the name of
I
that?
just threw a Chrissy Yamaguchi out there right now.
Yeah, you did. You
Wow.
dropped a Christy
What's the name of
Yamaguchi.
that?
That's
What's
the
name of that
first
song? It's
Yeah.
NFL on Fox theme song.
Okay. Well, that does. Yeah, I guess that would mean don't
Yeah.
use it on anything else.
Guess
It's
not.
NFL
supposedly. Yeah.
Supposedly.
Fox theme song.
Okay, I got to
Alright.
stop the show here
Yep.
just
Okay.
for a second. 'Cause
Stop it.
this is really, really, really cool.
Okay.
This is from Matthew at xbill_Clinton_X.
Wow.
At
that's
Bud
a
Knocker.
creative name.
Today, my daughter is 1 month old today, and we are watching Sportscast #live together.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get a shout out?
Oh,
hell yeah, you
Get
can
a
get a
shout
shout
out.
out, big
For
boy.
sure.
That's
Because
awesome.
this
Whoa,
is for
isn't
you.
that cool?
Are you ready,
great.
guys? Here we go. Matthew's cooking.
Or had cooked.
He's
I
already.
guess.
We have a 1-month-old already. We are shaping
Yes,
this
the
kid's
next
life.
generation is being shaped
Did
as
you
we
just say
speak.
a 1 month year old? A 1 month year
A
old?
one month old
month.
today.
I know, but
1
I
month
think I
old.
did say 1-month-old.
Well, you might have, Josh. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
But that is so
Johnny's
cool.
secondhand smoke over here.
I'm really
Matthew,
freaking
thank you.
jazzed
Big
about
shout
that.
out,
Thank
man.
you,
I'm
Matthew,
really
man.
stoked for that.
Awesome.
Call the show sometime. We'd love to hear from you. Get your
For
daughter
sure.
on the show. That'd be great. So big shout out there. All right, guys, let's get into our rapid fire section.
Let's
we
do
go
it.
over all the big news and notes of the week in the NFL. Throw me on something here, Renee, if you can, in the background. Wow.
Don't overpower us.
Yeah, I usually start with it real low and then I'll bring it in.
It's all He's learning.
Yeah.
He's learning, folks.
Just yeah.
We
leave
got to
it-
be able to
leave it pretty
talk
low.
over it.
Yeah. It's like a Padawan learner.
That's good. Oh,
John-
maybe a little
so
bit
funny.
lower.
Johnny's just going to be sitting there.
I know.
By like week 6,
Hey, listen.
he's going to literally be a degenerate drunk just sitting there with
Yes,
like
he is.
cigarettes and
You know
smoking
what?
out
This
the
is
window.
fucking messed up.
Seriously.
You guys don't have high hopes for me.
I know. I don't know.
Messed up.
Hey, you know
Sorry,
what?
I'm
You know what
saying.
else is messed up? I'm
the
going a little
F word
rant
and I
here.
got a
Do you know what?
one-month-year-old.
What are you wearing to the golf tournament?
I am wearing
Our
the
colors,
shirt.
right?
I'm wearing the shirt that Johnny bought me.
Green and black, which
Yes.
are our signature colors.
Black shorts and my golf shoes.
What's
yeah.
your wife wearing?
She's going to be wearing black
Okay.
on top, and I don't know, a white.
But she's matching
Pants?
your colors, right?
Yes.
White
Pretty
pants?
much. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be wearing the SportsCast colors.
Talking about.
That's some good stuff right there. All right, I'm going to be wearing black and green. So is my wife, SportsCast shirt. Your daughter
Right.
will be wearing the SportsCast shirt.
Yes, she will.
Guess what this guy's wearing right there?
Yellow and black.
A gold Steelers shirt.
He He
Ding, ding.
can't even go to a sportscast event and wear our colors. He has to wear black and yellow. Even his wife's giving him crap today. His wife, he's got a bell over there. His wife's even giving him shit today.
He's wearing Steelers
Yes,
colors.
he can't even be with us and wear
You know,
green,
he's
green and
hey,
black.
This is the sportscast.
like Sammy
And I am
Davis,
a
like
Steelers
Sammy
fan.
Davis sang, "I gotta be me," right?
Exactly.
I gotta
Yeah.
be me.
I think he was talking about sucking pee-pee.
Whoa!
But yeah, I get your
Wow.
point. I get your
wow.
point.
I gotta give him a
I
ding
see
on
your point.
that. Okay.
But hey, Johnny's gotta be Johnny.
No,
If
but you
he's
know
gonna
what?
be in public.
See?
He's representing the
There you
Steelers.
go.
I get it. It's okay.
But he deserves this right here.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black and yellow.
No, I don't mind. I don't
my
mind.
thing.
It's
All
not
right.
his show anyway.
Well, you
so,
know what's great in the
you know,
NFL? When they get the two most delinquent teams out there on the same practice field.
the
That
two
always-
worst teams in
yeah,
football.
Yeah. They have the worst ownership, the worst fan base, and I'm part of it with the Cowboys. So let's put them all in the same field together in practice, right?
Oh, this will work out well.
Raiders and Cowboys.
They're so disciplined that nothing bad. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Raiders
What
and,
could go wrong?
Did we lose music, Renee, or you still got it? There we
What
go.
could go wrong with the
It's stupid.
Cowboys and the Raiders in a scrimmage?
And then you've got Raiders Cowboys getting a little skirmish. So it just gets better. Renee, if you could throw up the picture when you get a chance of the Raiders Cowboys skirmish here. A fan actually got into it. You can check out the video on our website.
I believe it.
Pulled off the helmet of a Cowboys guy. Those Raider fans.
Love it.
Love it, dude.
I think that's awesome. I think
Now-
that's the best thing of the whole week.
Now, as we saw the last couple of weeks, we've been bringing you more and more of these practice fights.
Right?
And if you've been watching Hard Knocks, which is fantastic, I'm addicted to that show.
Are you?
I love it. On HBO on Tuesdays with the Falcons right now. They've already had literally the first two episodes, 5 or 6 fights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, full on, just is it good for the team? Does it build morale? Is it good for coaches? There's been quarterbacks that say that, yeah, I kind of like that fight, but there's other ones that it's not really good. I don't want to get hurt. What side of the fence do you lay on?
I like it. I like it.
You're old school too.
If people are fighting, that means they're competing. That means there's passion, right? If there's nothing happening and nobody's fighting and nobody's pissed off, that means they're just going through the motions. There's no passion. I want the defense to hate the offense.
Yep.
They don't have to like each other. They don't even have to like each other during the season. They're on the same team,
What do you
and
expect? People are doing 2-a-days.
and they're going to protect my brother. But right now, everybody's hating everything.
Yeah.
They're at the end of it, getting to the season's going to start here in 3 weeks. Everybody's pissed. Everybody's tired. Everybody's
Fighting for
cranky.
jobs,
And
fighting
if
for
you're not
livelihood,
if you're not fighting, then you're not trying hard enough,
Well,
in my opinion.
One quarterback came out, speaking of Johnny Icebox, was Ben Roethlisberger. Came out and said he's against it. He's like, I'm not for it. I can see how it happens, but I don't want my offensive lineman hurt because he's throwing punches. Johnny, what side of the fence do you lay on this? If you're a coach,
you gotta show some restraint. I know that these guys get caught up in the heat of the moment and everything, but you have to show that restraint.
I think you're right in a way. There's got to be, but I think as long as it doesn't get to the point where, unlike Marcellus Bennett, where he body slams a guy. If it's a couple punches, a push, I'm kind of fine with that. If it goes a little further, I'm not. I think it can build team unity in a way. Don't you think, Knocker?
Like I said, I'm for it because it's really not a drag out knockout.
That's what I'm
Somebody's
saying.
going to get
It's not a
hurt.
body slam.
It's they're all in pads. Who the hell's going to get hurt?
I agree.
Right? I mean, nobody's going to get hurt. They're wearing helmets and pads and this and that.
Yep.
It's a frustration. It's a passion. And I think it's awesome. I truly, truly believe that you have to have that kind of passion on your football team or you're just going to be a run-of-the-mill team.
All
I
right.
really do. I can see the Steelers still curtain defense beating the shit out of the offense, right? And at some point, the offensive line is going to just get tired of getting their ass kicked,
Yep.
right? I want to play somebody else because our team's too fucking good,
Yep.
right? And fighting, I think it's awesome. I think it brings the whole unit together, in my opinion.
Sure. That's what fighting does.
Renee, what do you think?
Always bringing people together fighting.
Now, on a team, Johnny, not on the street.
Now, Renee,
On a
before
team.
you go on, what everyone knows you're a Steelers fan. Knocker just goes with whoever's winning at the time.
Yeah.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Okay.
What is your fan? Who do you root for?
Well,
in
just
NFL
because I'm
season?
Mexican doesn't mean that I like the Raiders.
Okay. I like how you put that right out there.
Let's
Put
get
that
I'll
right
throw that
out
right
there.
out there, right off
I
the
like
bat.
that. I like that.
But I really don't have a favorite one, but I root for the Chargers. Go Chargers!
Chargers.
Yeah? All right.
Phillip Rivers. Okay, one of the biggest front-running fan bases out there in the NFL. But whatever, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning face, I guess they're all the same. But dealing with the Cowboys once again, it just gets worse. We lose where?
Your team sucks.
We are really bad. We have the worst defense last year. We gave up, it was like 40 yards a game. We scored what 50? We scored 48
You
on
had
the
the
Broncos
worst
that
team-
game. We
you
should have
had-
beat the Broncos. Romo goes out and it scores what 5 touchdowns. We can't beat the Broncos.
You had the
guys
worst team,
scored?
the worst defense in the history of football. The worst
Yeah.
defensive year in the history of football. That's a lot of teams.
I agree.
And you had the worst one.
They play like cowgirls.
Well, I'm going to play this song. Turn me up here. It's a Cowboys song for the year. Go! Giant cheer part. Tony Romo!
Everybody throws a pig.
When your name's Romo. Just so you guys know. So every time that's going to be the theme song for the Cowboys this year, right, guys? That's the theme song for the Cowboys. Once again, though, Cowboys are going to be without another defensive. They already got Sean Lee out to injury. Dallas defense is in a disaster. Cowboys cornerback Orlando Scandrick popped for Molly.
You know what I like?
Suspended 4 games.
You know what's great about this? Is he's the mentor
Yeah,
to Claiborne.
I know. Of our first round pick, I'm glad for that.
He's the mentor.
Teach him well, my
for the
son, my
defensive
young
backs.
Padawan learner. This is how you shroom balls.
Okay, and his excuse is I went to South America and took something.
Yeah. If you could throw it up, you have a couple pictures of him there, Renee.
That's a genius, right? I'm in a foreign country. I'm just going to take something.
Well, I don't think we're gonna miss much. If you could put up the video of his bad play
You're
by
talking about
Orlando
terrible.
Scandrick.
Oh, the video?
Yeah, Scandrick. If you could throw that one up. You know, this is the kind of play we're not gonna miss this from him.
He's terrible.
That one?
Yeah, throw it up.
All right,
Here's in the end zone where the Green Bay guy. Oh no, that's the hit. You get the Orlando Scandrick bad play in the end zone if you have it there. Dallas Cowboys, if you could throw it up for me.
Should be right there with 32 spread.
Yeah,
no spread maybe?
right there. You got it. There you go. Yeah,
No, that's the fight.
that's the fight. Come on, Renee. We're gonna test you. There it is.
There it is.
Now look at this. This is who we're losing. I don't think we're gonna lose much. Look at that. The guy just stole it out. He's from behind him. That's Cowboys
That's
for the
my
year.
boy Jordy.
Seriously, that's
That's
Jordy.
my boy Jordy right there. Just
That's
took
the
it
little
right
white
away.
guy saying, I'm taking that from
Bitch.
Hey, listen, Renee, real quick, just so you know,
Okay.
he always screws up the pictures and stuff.
No, I don't. Oh, my
They get
God.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to read in the
mislabeled.
bottom.
Yeah, I know. They get mislabeled all
you-
the time. I'm gonna back you up on this one.
Wow.
Cool.
You're so full of
I
crap.
put him in capital letters this time, Knocker. Like, the
Wow.
emphasis, like.
Now remember, I'm working for free. I'm Mexican. You get what you
All
get.
right, we get. We picked him up at Home Depot, all right? But again, the Cowboys' defense looks like it's going to be in turmoil pretty much the whole season. Keep the music going there for me, man.
Dude, they're going 4-12, bro.
Yeah, I swear. You know what I bet today? $100 against a guy at work that the Cowboys would finish a better record than the Rams.
You're gonna lose that.
And I bet against the Chargers $100 too.
Well, Chargers are gonna be pretty good. They're
So
gonna go
I'm down
8-8.
200 to start
yeah.
the season?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
I hope you didn't put that out for the VIPs.
Not for the VIPs. No, that was a all me bet there. So again, a suspended 4 games. Dallas is going to be in trouble this year. Luckily, they play in probably what usually is one of the better divisions. Probably might be the worst. I mean, how bad is that division? NFC East right now. I mean, yeah, Philly's good. They lost to Sean though, but I mean, Giants are in turmoil. They lost their running back.
You know
got
what?
the Redskins, Cowboys.
I think the West is the best division, and the other 3 are pretty even. I really do. I don't think they're great, and I don't think they're crappy. I think they're just mediocre. I think the East is the worst division, though.
AFC South
is.
is right there though. When you got Jacksonville and Tennessee.
Yeah, you're stuck with them 2 anchors, but you also have New Orleans and Carolina.
Yeah, and then you got the
Right?
Steelers.
And you have Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right? Tennessee's in the AFC, bro. So, just so you know, Tennessee's in the AFC. Just thought I'd throw that
I did.
at
I
you.
said AFC South.
Oh, I was talking NFC.
I know, but then I threw it
you
over. I said I
switched it
think
up.
the
Yeah, you
AFC
did
South.
say
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put your
All right.
earplugs in, man.
Now, I was reading this thing from Matthew again. So
Oh, what's up?
Thank you for the shout out. My daughter Liliana is a new fan now. Hashtag fan for life. My wife was like, "What?"
What's up? I'm sorry for the language. I'm sorry. I apologize.
She's 1 month. She can't hear you.
Yeah, she can't hear you.
She don't know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Fuck,
Hey,
you don't know that.
Matt, send me your address.
Yeah.
Tweet me it. I'm gonna send her a onesie, Sportscast onesie. I'm gonna get that made.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I can get that made.
Really?
We'll do that. Yeah, let's send her one. Let's do it. Why not?
Let's do it.
Let's send her like a 6-month, 1-year-old onesie so that you
I
can
think
grow
so.
into it. Let's do that.
I think that's awesome.
Matt, send us the new sportsguru at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send me your info. Next up here in our rapid fire section, again, guys, call the show 818-435-8423. Get that Marshawn Lynch ready to go because he is under investigation for alleged assault and property damage. Beast mode. Go in beast mode.
Dude, and this isn't good because he's a repeat offender.
Yep.
If he gets convicted on this,
That's true.
This is bad.
Yep.
This really, really could
He
be
was
a bad thing.
suspended for 3 games at the start of the 2009 season when he was with the Bills for a weapons charge.
You're right.
And then
Right.
pled guilty to reckless driving this past February after being charged with a DUI in 2012. So for a guy that, looks like, oh, man, he's got the Skittles, everything's going good, won the Super Bowl, this guy needs to get his act together because he's on a contract year this year, too.
Yeah, and he does so much for the community and this and that, but sometimes you just can't take the hood out the guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't, and it's just so sad.
He's so vital to that team.
Yeah, and he's got so much potential to do so much good, and just like Johnny said, you got to have discipline. You got to be able to control yourself. You just truly do, and it's so frustrating for me to watch these guys that have been given so much.
But is football becoming that sport where, they just don't give a shit anymore, Johnny? Like, does football not give a shit anymore, about what their players do? Has that become the sport where,
I think football does. I think the players...
That's what I'm saying. Football doesn't care, though. They're letting these guys play no matter what. I mean, if this
he's
happened
gonna
in
get suspended
baseball,
again.
you wouldn't be on a team.
No, they're starting... Well, I mean, the 2-game suspension.
Do you
really.
see
How do
that
you argue
trend,
with
though,
that?
in the NFL where, the NFL is becoming a lot more lax on their players as far as what they do
I
off
don't
the field?
think they're becoming more lax. I just wanted to point out that I think Marshawn Lynch looks like Little John's brother, maybe.
Oh, in that picture? Throw it up
Yeah.
there for me.
I
Oh, he
think
does.
just in general, right? Is he?
I don't
Yeah!
Who the hell's Lil Jon?
You don't,
What?
what? The guy goes, what?
Oh, what?
Yeah, what?
So we have him as a drop, right?
Skittles,
Knocker just said, who's Little John?
Beast.
Who was that guy in
Mode.
Robin Hood? Remember that movie Robin Hood? Yeah, Little John.
You are one pathetic
That's where
loser.
I
Get
see
your
Lil Jon
iPhone
from.
going.
No,
Thing called
I go
Google.
back. Hey, Renee,
Get on
I
your
go back
smarty
to the
phone.
TV show Combat with Lil Jon. Okay?
Your smarty phone.
Your smarty phone.
That's how old I am.
And type in yeah.
Oh, man.
All
Is it-
right, sorry.
Okay, so isn't
I
that
took
let's
us
get
off
this
track.
mother grind?
So, yeah,
Is that Lil Jon?
the one we used to play at the
Right,
yeah.
no drop.
That's
Okay.
him.
All
Turn
All right.
down for what?
All
Is
right,
that
guys.
one of them?
Hey.
Isn't that Little John?
Yep, we've got our first one of the season, folks.
What do we got?
You
What do we
got knocked the fuck out, man!
Yeah, we do. Rookie, don't run across the middle, bitch.
I love it. I want to see it.
Yeah, you want to
I
see
wanna
it?
see it. I
Well,
wanna
you know
see
what?
it.
We know Dante Whitner.
Yes.
He is known to crush people.
Yes, from Cleveland, right?
Just went over
Yeah.
to Cleveland this
Right.
year.
Right.
Played the Lions this past week.
Right.
And old Theo Riddick decided to, hey, I'm going to go over the middle. Looks good. I'm going to try and go for the first down. Throw this,
I need to
this
make
up right
this
here,
team,
Knocker. It's
right?
right there. He's got it up for you. If you guys are watching us live on Ustream right now,
Oh.
we'll also put the YouTube video up after the show.
Oh.
Knocker, and it's funny because he just stands up like
Yeah.
Whitner just doesn't even move. Like he's just, it's still.
I just beat your ass and it didn't even move me.
Bitch, welcome to the NFL.
You got knocked the fuck
Tell
out,
you.
man!
You got knocked the fuck out.
Lioness, bitch.
Get a real name, Theo, bitch.
That was pretty radical right there, dude. That's just
Like that, Johnny?
that's just tippy toeing the next time he goes down the middle.
Now, this next one doesn't come from football, but I had to throw in this because this is one of the gnarliest knockouts I've seen. Now, track and field.
Oh, I saw this
You know
one
what I'm talking
on the
about right here?
newsportsguru.com.
Yeah, you did. Spanish steeplechaser, which is also, I guess that's where you jump over those little gates, right?
Yeah, it's a
Steeplechasing.
long distance run and you have to jump hurdles.
Like you're
and
running
jump,
from La
jump,
Migra.
You
Yeah.
jump over water puddles. It's kind of like the Mexican migration
Yep.
type thing.
Well, Victor Garcia might need some surgery when he's done because he faceplanted during the 2014 European Championship over the weekend. You see that, Johnny? You like it? Oh!
Ouch.
That's for real right there, dude.
Oh, my God. You guys can check it out right now live or on the website in our Wild World of Sports section. Hey,
That dude's got
that deserves,
gravel in
it
his
deserves a
cheeks.
big one, right?
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
You got knocked the fuck out.
El Spaniard beat
Spaniard, bitch. I mean,
His head bounces.
I know
like a
It
ball.
does, man.
Johnny
doesn't
suffered
it?
a concussion, I believe, after this, and
Duh.
medical. Yeah.
Dude, he's lucky he didn't have a broken jaw, man.
Dude.
I wonder how long they were picking parts of clay out of his cheek, man.
Oh man. Seriously.
Powdery face.
You know he was powder face, man.
It's just like,
Oh, Russ?
no, he's not here. He's not. All right. Last up
I'm
here in our
Batman.
rapid fire section. Got an injury here with the Denver Broncos. One of their big linebackers, Danny Trevathan, I think that's how you say his last name, has a fracture just below his left knee joint and will miss up to 6 to 8 weeks. As we know, the Broncos sure handed up their defense in the offseason.
Right.
This is going to be a big blow to them as a linebacking core. But as we know, Broncos seem to find a way to, kind of like the Patriots, they fill someone in that void, and they usually pick up the slack.
I think this is going to be a very, very intriguing year for the Broncos. They've tried really hard to
It's
improve.
make or break. It's make or break for the
to
Broncos.
improve the disaster that was their Super Bowl. They really went out and spent some
Hey,
money
we need defense.
and tried hard.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's going to work, man. San Diego's a pretty damn good team. Kansas City's a pretty damn good team.
Yep.
You know, I'm really intrigued to see how this is all going to work out if they can produce some magic again.
I agree.
You should have seen Frank Kramer when he heard the news about that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
He does. I mean, the guy would never cry, but I thought I saw a tear. It sucked back up. But,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a big blow to them. He's going to be a big part of their linebacking core.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's always been sad. We got to get him back on the show. I
Yeah,
can't
we
wait to get
do.
Kramer. All right. Now, last time we heard of a football player getting shot in a club, who was it for the Giants?
Oh, Plexico, wasn't it?
Plexico Barras.
Didn't he shoot himself?
Yeah. Well, this time he didn't really. This guy didn't shoot himself, but he got shot by a stray bullet in the club. Lineball got a cute name, Joseph.
Lineball?
Yeah, got shot in the calf by a stray bullet in a Minnesota nightclub shooting.
In Minnesota.
Minnesota, that's just nightclub.
That's just
baby.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
Minnesota.
nightclub. Yep.
Oh, for sure.
At the
for
400
sure.
Sound Bar in downtown Minneapolis, suffered a minor injury during a shooting where the stray bullet struck him in the calf. He's immediately taken to the hospital. I've never been in a club or a situation where I've actually felt like that's going to happen. Like, what clubs are you going to?
You can't afford the clubs that this happens in. That's why.
But why is this happening in those clubs that I can't afford? Shouldn't be safer if it's paying for more?
No, because these homies have money.
I'm going back to Scarface where it's just like people start shooting
Josh,
up inside
Josh,
the clubs.
It's no difference than what's happening in the projects and in certain areas. It's just
That's what's going
it's
on
the
in the
same,
clubs.
it's the same mentality. It's the same situation. It's just they have money now.
Yeah.
So it's in just a cleaner, higher class environment, but it's still the same situation.
I agree.
And just like it's crazy.
Yep.
Just crazy, man.
I mean, there's not much you can do about it. They're going to be men. You're not going to have a leash on them. It's not like they're in college. You're going,
Yep.
They're going to do what they're going to do. But all right, last up here in our rapid fire section, my boy. I have a man crush on him. I've been tweeting it out like the last 2 weeks.
You have a lot of
man
man crushes.
I do.
Which one's this one?
Well, this is my football. I have Bron for basketball.
Right.
Then I have Johnny Manziel for football.
Okay.
And then I haven't picked my hockey one yet. There's a select few that are up there.
This is my son. I'm
Yep.
so proud.
And then I used to be Bryce Harper, but now I'm Mike Trout.
Oh, you come to the Trout side.
Yeah, I finally.
Really?
I had to. Bryce Harper's a
Yeah, your daddy called that 3 years ago.
Actually,
But that's okay.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, you're kicking the Brave sign behind the home plate like a douchebag? Stop that. Come on. But Johnny Manziel, they say they don't bring ratings. Kid brings ratings.
Yeah.
I literally watched a Browns and Lions game where he didn't get into the right before halftime. I sat there and actually
And
watched
waited.
it at a preseason Lions and Browns game, Johnny.
So
Does
did
that ever happen to you in your life?
Apparently, so did a lot of people.
Yeah.
For the Lions, maybe. But
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel's
don't
going
know.
to start the season, right?
No, he's not.
Are you kidding me?
if
We
he
made a
starts
bet.
the season, he's gonna lose, and then everybody's gonna not.
Yeah,
tune
we made a bet.
into
They're going to
Johnny
protect him. We
football.
made a bet. We made
He's
a bet
starting
on the air.
season.
No,
He's
he's
starting
not.
the season.
No, he's not.
You know they just got Rex Grossman, and you know why that? Because Hoyer's out of here. Hoyer is gone. He's trade bait. He's going to be gone. They got Grossman who runs that offense. He's going to teach him how the ways of the game. Manziel, just stop running with your shoulder down, man. It's just not going to work out for you in the long run. It's really not going to, dude. This guy just dives forward. I mean, he keeps his collapse on him. But did you know, PGA tournament, right? We're all golfers.
Right. This is a major.
It's a major.
Right.
Where a lot of big names. You got Mickelson,
Yes.
McIlroy.
It's the last major
And
of the
please
season.
tweet us because I'd like to know, how do you say Rory's last name? Because douchebags over here say McIlroy. Me and John are saying it's McIlroy.
In America, it's McElroy.
McElroy.
It's McIlroy.
In America, it's McElroy.
McElroy.
And because we
Renee?
won,
McElroy.
Right.
Mick,
But-
wait, Mac or Mick?
I say
Miguel.
Mick. If there's no A,
Yeah, it's Mick.
it's Mick.
bottom line, we
McElroy.
won the freaking Revolutionary War. We get to pronounce it any fucking way we want.
That's true. That
Okay?
is true.
We get to choose.
You know you are a bundle of knowledge.
We get to
sometimes. You
choose,
really are.
right?
Yeah.
And we say
fought the
McElroy
Irish.
on the
Yeah.
air.
We fought the Irish.
Yeah, we
Right?
fought the
Revolutionary
Irish.
War.
We fought the whole English. And Ireland and England are all part of the same
After the show, you guys want to go to
kingdom.
McDonald's?
Yeah, can't-
Okay? That's why they've been fighting each other
we
for
got-
years. Okay?
Renee with his first good pun of the show. I was waiting for it.
He's been saving
Yes,
that one.
he was like, that was just marinating for the last half hour. But I was just saying, the golf tournament with all those big names, it came down to the very end. That got a 5.5 rating.
Right.
Lions,
that was a great tournament.
Lions, Browns, preseason got a 6.
Wow.
That beats out
That's
most
what
World
Johnny
Series
Manziel
games.
brings.
That's what Johnny football brings to
and the
table.
Cowboys passed on
The
him.
Cowboys for an offensive lineman that ain't going to mean shit this year. All right, guys, that's been your rapid fire section for this week. Again, we'll bring it to you before each show. When we get back after the break, we got our fantasy guru on the line.
Yes.
Lawrence Brooks. Make sure you check the phones there for me, Renee, because you'll be calling up right now.
We got
Shot of the Week.
of the week.
Shot in the Shit of the Week award. Make sure you guys call the show 818-435-8423 or just tweet them. That's the easiest way. It's sportscast_THN. If you got one you want to give a big shout out to, make sure you guys let us know. Also, we're going to go over the wide receiver rankings when we get back. So if you guys got any questions about your upcoming fantasy draft, let us know. Get those questions in. We helped out some people last week. We're ready to go. And, Matt, we're going to get that onesie out to your kids. So do you got some music? I can't delay this much more, Renee. How much do I got to keep delaying
Tokra,
this?
what the hell does this mean, Tokra? He
What?
sends in at sportscast_THN, capital M, capital A, capital C, capital E, capital L, capital R, capital O, capital Y. That don't mean shit. Macelroy?
I think he's drinking.
Macelroy?
McElroy.
I think he's trying to say McElroy.
Yeah.
So
He's probably drinking.
I'm just not
Knowing
sure.
Toker, he's probably drunk. Everyone drunk listening to this show.
I love our fans, man.
Matt's wife right now is probably like, our daughter's listening to this nonsense.
Okay, well, as soon as she understands English, we got to stop watching.
Yeah, we're like little Einsteins for kids. We'll be back after
Oh,
this.
that's us.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, jumped out of bed and put on my best suit. Got in my car, raced like a jet, all the way to you. Knocked on your door with heart in my hand to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Yeah. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Suffer love with my friend, but the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl, marry you anyway. Marry that girl, yeah, no matter what you say. Marry that girl, and we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? I hate to do this, you leave no choice. Can't live without her. Love me or hate me, we will be boys. Standing at that altar. Or we will run away to another guy that say you know she's in love with me. She will go anywhere I go. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, but no still means no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl, marry you anyway. Marry that girl, no matter what you say. Marry that girl, and we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Yeah. Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so rude?
It's radio worth watching, people. I swear, if you don't watch this show, you're missing out. Johnny with the quick job, with the Mexican job on the chair, taking all the wheels off. I'm on bricks right now on this chair. Oh, I like it. Oh, Johnny, I'm like a little unstable here. It's like, it's all right. No, I work with it. Back on the Sportscast, NFL Game Day Show. I want to thank all our sponsors, FiremansBrew.com, official beer sponsor of the Sportscast, for picking up our big delivery on Friday.
Yes, I am. I'm picking
Every
up lots of
participant
beer.
in the golf tournament is going to get a free
beer.
Fireman's Brew and
Yep.
Pocket Protein. It's going to be fantastic.
Yep.
Big shout out to Islands Burgers. Going to be hooking back up with them.
Yes.
Juicy Whip, big sponsor of the show. JuicyWhip.com, guys. For your aguas frescas out there, make sure you guys check them out at JuicyWhip.com. If you got a restaurant, taqueria, any mom pop restaurant, give us a call. We'll hook you guys up. We're
Hey,
good
hey,
business.
You know what? You got to check out this vodka Red Bull shit. It's pretty good.
Seriously, when is it going to stop, Johnny? Like, really?
It's pretty good. You got to try it. Has anybody tried this before? Is this like something new or?
You just
It's
thought-
pretty good.
It was just invented this year, I think.
I don't even know.
Really? Dude, I'm a trendsetter. You guys ought to try that. People out there, try it. Vodka Red Bull. It's good shit.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Seriously. You set yourself up for that one, buddy.
Yeah, you look like a vodka prune
Yeah,
juice.
you look like yeah.
A Red Bull prune juice kind of
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah, the prunes.
Dinner was full.
Again, guys, want to thank the big sponsor of this segment, the Shot and the Shit of the
Wow.
Week Award,
Hey.
brought to you by PWSide Construction. Check them out at pwconstructioninc.com. Sonny Marshall, we love you. PWSide Construction, we love you guys to death. You guys have supported the show from day one, and we just couldn't show our appreciation more. So, PWSide Construction, thank you, once
Sonny.
again. So,
Yep.
what do you got, Knocker? Let's
Well,
go around
first
the
of
table
all, I
here.
got from Toker Samney. Is it too late to sponsor a hole? Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Bring it, baby.
Bring it, baby. You can sponsor
Bring
a
it,
hole.
baby.
Yeah, no problem. Bring it.
Okay, this might take a minute.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Oh, God. You have like a notepad with this written
yeah.
down? Oh, my.
Yeah.
You really do,
I've
huh?
got my iPad going right here. Okay. My shot of the weeks are going to. We had a tweet to Joe from Joe. Right. My two boys on Jackie Robinson Little League World Series team from the South Side of Chicago. He wanted to give a shout out for them. Shot of the week. So that's
Okay,
one.
real quick, though, because we have someone on the line real quick.
Okay.
I just want him. Lawrence, you with us?
I'm with you.
Big dog, Lawrence
What's
Brooks in the
up?
house. At LB said it on Twitter,
back.
our fantasy guru. He is back with us once again. Will be with us all season. Bring you guys your boom bust for each week and have an
Fantasy
article
knowledge.
out. He's gonna have an article out each week, breaking down, reviewing the games. He's gonna be the guy to go to this year. If you guys got questions each week, send them to LB said it on Twitter. Lawrence Brooks, man, glad to have you back in the house for Shot of the Week award, man. How you been?
I've been all right, man. How about you guys?
Oh, we're doing well. We're just trying to get
Fantastic.
through Knocker's like list full of shots here. So go ahead, Knocker.
Okay. My other shots of the week: Mark Long, Joel De La Hoya, for being at our tournament,
Okay.
for participating, for sponsoring, for everything.
Well, they didn't show up yet, so
Oh, they're gonna
maybe
be there.
You should have this.
No,
for
no,
next
no, they're
week.
going to be there, man.
Be-
I got
It'd be
confidence.
really funny. Mark makes all these
Maybe-
flyers
yeah,
with
yeah.
himself on it. He doesn't show up. It'd
I
be
got
fantastic.
confidence. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going
Just
to
kidding, I'm
entertain that.
kidding.
Just
Not
kidding.
even going to entertain
Would
it.
be funny. Would be funny.
And the other one is going to Dog the Bounty Hunter, because he's going to hunt down this war machine who just beat the shit out of this
Bust a
woman.
cap in
I
his
don't
ass.
care what this woman did, or
Double
what,
tap
or
him.
where, or whatever.
You haven't seen the pictures, have you?
I did. Yeah.
It's just so disturbing.
It's so disturbing and so wrong. So, Dog to Bounty Hunter, I hope when you find him that you just beat the fuck out of this guy.
All right.
All right? And those are my shot of the weeks, and I got one shit of the week.
Okay, the shit of the week.
For Sasante York.
Oh, you have this video, Renee. Go ahead and throw it up. It's about the Michigan player that sucker punched a guy in the face.
Wide receiver from
You've
Michigan.
got the video. Go ahead and throw it up here. You guys can watch the video live here at thenewsportsguru.com or on Ustream at Icebox Studios. It's the black and white one there, the video there. Go ahead and throw it up here, Knocker. Look at this guy. Cold clocks this kid in the face, breaks like 3 bones in his jaw.
I don't care what the fuck happened in the club. You sucker punched this guy. What
See
did
that,
you
Renee?
prove? You
It's
didn't
insane.
even.
Yeah, dude. John, have you seen this video?
No. Wait, let me see.
Guy falls like a fucking redwood.
Top of the screen.
Yep.
This cold clocks this kid, man. Broke his jaw in 3 places. I mean,
don't care. And I think it was
damn.
mistaken identity, too, because they said they were arguing about hockey and baseball
there's
and this and
conflicting
that
reports
and blah,
on-
blah,
yeah.
blah. But, dude, you didn't prove shit other than you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
The guy wasn't even looking at you, holding a beer, and
Pussy
you just
shit,
cold clocked. That was a pussy shot.
Well, he deserves one of these.
Have a nice day, douchebag!
Yeah.
Absolutely. So he's my shit of the week. So there you
All
go.
right, there we go. Renee, you got a shot of the week or shit?
No. Shot right next to me
Is
right
he,
here,
is
though.
Is he not Johnny in a chair? That's
got
totally
so
something
much going
Johnny
on
would
right
be
now.
right now. So fantastic. He's awesome. Renee is handling our new producer in the house, so we can get Johnny out so he can start drinking and smoking more in his king's chair over there. Johnny, what do you got?
Mine is going to Rory McIlroy.
Thank you. He loves saying it like this to piss people off.
You're so stupid.
He does.
Well, I mean, they announced it, McIlroy.
You say Phil
all the
Mickelson?
time.
Is that how you say Mickelson?
Mickelson. But yeah, Mickelson. No,
You eat Mick and cheese?
he
No.
won the PGA Championship this past week.
Dude's
and
awesome.
Josh, I know you texted me.
Yep.
And you were like, I'm watching golf on TV.
It was like 2:30,
Yeah,
right? Or 2
yeah, it was
o'clock
like
when it
2
started.
o'clock.
Yeah.
And I as soon as I got home, I went golfing. Actually, as soon as I got home, I threw it back on, and that was at like 6:30. I was like, I texted Josh,
Yep.
how does it feel to watch
4 hours of golf. I don't think I've ever done it. Like
Yeah.
I think not since Tiger was back in the day when Tiger was kicking
Yeah.
ass. I don't think I've ever sat there and woke up like Sunday morning like, dude, this is fucking awesome. I got Phil. I've got I forget his name. What's his
Furyk?
name? Not Furyk. The guy where the younger
Ricky.
kid. Ricky. Yeah,
My
Feller's.
boy. I
Feller's
love.
awesome.
That's
dude.
my boy. Ricky,
and him
Ricky
and Phil,
is my boy.
Him and Phil just pumping the crowd. Whether it's real
Yeah.
or fake, at least they're doing
No,
it.
I love
you know?
him. But Ricky made a bad mistake. Fashion faux pas. Do not wear light gray pants on a hot, humid day.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't
Hey,
look good on TV, right?
You know it's going to be about in the 90s for our tournament. You better watch Wendy to watch out with those white pants.
The
You
light
know
gray
what, though?
pants didn't work.
Johnny's getting smiles on his face right now.
because I saw that and I was sitting there with my wife watching it, and I was like, "Babe, see, he gets a sweaty back too. It's not just It's not
You
just
get the
me.
guilty. You get the guilty.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not just me. Like people who are
Okay,
in
quick
good
question.
shape do
Then he
it
turned
too.
to Chris. He's like, you know what, too?
I like Mark Sanchez.
Quick question.
Always
Quick
go back
question.
to that.
Should the PGA allow shorts in a tournament?
Of
Bermuda
course.
shorts, proper shorts.
Of course.
Should they
Well,
allow
did
it?
you see what Jason Day? Jason Day was the first I think the first player to. He hit the ball over the creek that he had to cross over to, and he had to roll his pants up because he walked through the creek.
No, I've seen that
He
before.
actually-
But that one guy's wearing SpongeBob
I've seen
pants.
guys roll their
But they
pants
were
up and hit
saying
the
that
ball before.
John Taylor's
They were
wearing
saying that
SpongeBob
in the
pants.
championship, they had never seen that
Oh, okay.
before. And
But
then
should
also-
they be allowed to wear shorts or not?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
I
hell.
don't know.
Lawrence,
they're doing.
Lawrence, golfers, can they wear shorts?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Attaboy.
It's hot out there.
It's hot out
It's
there.
out
Freaking
there,
hot,
no,
man.
No
Seriously.
shade. You
I
never
agree.
see him golfing in the shade, so you might as well wear whatever's gonna make you comfortable. So
There
I'm
you
all
go.
for
I
it.
agree.
I agree.
All right,
Okay.
Box, what, you got anything else?
No, that was it.
That was it?
He had an amazing.
Isn't it
4
awesome?
days.
Dumps
he
it-
lo-
pitch-
he
pitch
started
black,
to lose
Dumps
that
his
day.
fiance and goes
Oh my
and
God.
just goes on
He's
a
got the life
run.
right now. He's got the life right now.
Roy's like, fuck you, you
Yeah.
tennis bitch. I'm out. I'm going to start winning out my tourney.
Now just wait. Do you realize? Okay, in the last 4 weeks, he skipped one tournament, right?
Yeah.
In the last 4 weeks, he's won over $5 million
Yeah.
in 4 weeks.
Playing something that we
Playing
love to
golf.
go, that we pay like $100-something to go.
Show me the money.
He's like, screw you, bitch. I got the money for
He's making
myself.
$5 million playing
Yeah,
this.
Johnny Manziel's doing this.
Yeah.
Rory's doing this.
All right,
man.
Lawrence, you got a shot of the week this week, buddy?
I don't think I really have one this week. I was trying to think of one as you guys were talking, but I think I'm sitting this one out. I don't have one.
Okay, all your knowledge is going to fantasy
I'm
this
with
week.
you,
I
my
like
bad.
that. I like,
Attaboy.
concentrate on the fantasy.
Professional.
I like that,
That's a professional right
I like
there.
that.
I think we were going to give everybody.
Yeah, everyone's going to get a shot around for, obviously, comedian that died over the weekend.
Well, yeah. Rest in peace shot. Absolutely.
Van,
Yeah.
you
True.
got to. So, my shot of the week is going to go to Schmeez. Eric Scott Smith of
Yes,
the Heidi
he
and
is.
Frank
Very
show.
nice.
Producer,
Good pull.
works with Johnny at KLOS Morning Show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the
ours.
show.
Yeah.
Met met him. I met his fiance, soon to be wife this weekend.
Mhm.
He's gonna get married. I wish him all the luck because he's gonna start dying just a little bit every day, as they say in the movie.
He doesn't believe it.
He
yet.
doesn't. It's so funny because
It's like,
Frank.
I don't know why you guys all keep saying
Yeah,
that.
He's going down that dark
If
road.
you listen, like the last 2 weeks, Kramer's just ripped
Isn't
him.
he?
Like, he's
Isn't he
scaring the
killing
shit
him?
out of him. I love it, dude. It's fantastic. But Eric Scott Smith, man, going back to
Yeah,
Tennessee to get married. Congratulations. My next one goes to Robin Williams. Like we just said, all shots all the way around. Regina Pacheco.
Ooh.
Now
Our
this
long lost cousin.
This lovely
Somewhere.
lady is not
Hopefully.
related to us, but people tweet us this
You don't
picture.
know
I
that.
didn't even know until people
You don't
tweet
know
us.
that?
Oh, I do know.
No, you don't know.
No one in our family looks that good. As you can see, Renee's throwing up a few pictures of her. She is an actual EMT. She's been called the hottest EMT in America,
Where is
Regina
she an
Pacheco.
EMT?
She's an EMT?
Yeah, she's giving me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Dude.
What restaurant do I gotta go and eat?
Dude,
Yeah.
I'd run into
I'm
a
gonna go
I would
choking
run
her,
into
yeah.
a freaking wall on purpose if I
I'm
know
telling
she's
you.
showing up.
I'm telling you, she's not related to hers. We don't know. She probably is down the line, but
dude,
now.
dude, I'm going total Squints Palladorus
Okay.
if she's my EMT.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm going total Squints.
And as we said, we're going to continue this show after we do the fantasy. I've got a question for all of us at the end of
Alright.
this show. Okay.
Alright.
So that's who my shots go around for.
Ooh, Regina Pacheco.
PWCI Construction. Thank you very much once again. Shot and shit of the week.
we go.
award. Go Dodgers. Oh fuck, that's Fireball. Oh,
Ooh, that's really good.
That is
Lawrence,
good stuff.
Lawrence, I know you're taking
You know
a
what?
shot over there, right,
that
buddy?
tastes just like a Jolly Rancher
Yep.
cinnamon.
Of course.
That's exactly
it
what
up
that
and
thing
down.
tastes like.
All
man.
right. Well, as you guys know, make sure you
Fireballs.
guys follow Lawrence on Twitter at LB Said It because he's the fantasy guru. He's the man that is going to make you win your league this year, putting a lot of
Jesus.
pressure down. But here we go. Let's break it down. Top wide receivers coming this year. Here we go, fellas. Fantasy football. Only a couple weeks away. The SportsCast Lottery. You guys only have 1 week. 1 week. You can tweet us, email us, get your name. If you want to get put in the hat, we're having a live lottery on this show next week. Picking the names for the 14-team Man's League. Steven Smith could be returning from the Aussies. I got his email finally, sent it out a couple days ago. Hopefully he returns to claim his crown.
Awesome.
We got a couple newcomers. Renee's going to be in this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll join.
Wait, I was gonna say, is my name in that hat too? Am I maybe not automatically in?
We were deciding that, me and Knocker. We're like, he hasn't really performed the last couple of years.
What are you talking
The
about?
what does he call it? Ice Pooplin? What is
Yeah,
it? Poopling Ice
he's
Boxers?
getting kind of whiskey dick
I think
on
it's
his
the name.
picks.
I think it's the
Ice
pussy
Boxers,
name, like
you
the
know.
Pooplin Ice Boxers. Who names their team that? The Pooplin?
But we got
Pooplin
a
Ice
question
Boxers.
though.
Okay.
When are we doing the fantasy picks / draft for the league?
Okay, so right now, guys,
We have
here we
two
go.
different leagues. We have Pick'em League and we have the fantasy
Pick'em League,
Well,
right?
the
whatever.
Pick'em League,
Pick'em League's on your
everybody's
own.
in. Yeah,
Pick'em
that-
League, you guys can join
That's during
Right.
on
that's
the
whole
homepage.
season.
That's where we
Okay,
go for
so
every
he's
game.
asking
That's
about
why
the
we talk
fantasy
about every
league.
game.
Well,
Okay, let
Proto,
me
you're not
explain this.
guaranteed a
Let
spot
me
because
explain
Proto,
we're
this.
have
doing
you
the.
ever heard the show before?
We're doing
So
the
you
lottery,
listened
right?
all last
Yes,
year.
let me
Right.
explain this
Okay.
real quick so everyone can get it. Okay, shut up, everybody. So people get
All
this,
right,
okay?
everybody stop talking right
Thank you,
now.
right now, okay? Now, next week, a week from today, Wednesday, we will have the fantasy lottery draft for the Fantasy Football League, the Man's League, where you take home the trophy, you take home the bragging rights. We'll pick the names out of a hat here. We'll have our 14-team league set. Then, the following week, that Wednesday, we will have our live SportsCast Fantasy Football Draft on the show. Johnny suggested, and I like the idea.
I think, yeah, we're gonna do it live
Yeah,
on the show.
on
We'll
this
do
show.
it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
All right,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
All right, brother. Hulk Hogan in
live.
there.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna
Now,
do?
the Pick'em League, guys, also for bragging
there's-
rights. Okay, the Pick'em League. You guys can sign up for free.
Don't
it's on
bother, 'cause
ESPN.
I'm winning.
It's on the left-hand side of the page. It says Pigs Can Pick 'em. Knocker couldn't even find it, and he fucking runs the show. I just don't even know. Like, thank God you take care of the events and stuff. You know, at least you're good at that. Because when it comes to internet stuff, you're just a little slack
No.
in there.
Yeah, I'm a
But you
lot.
guys sign up for our Pigskin Pick'em League. You guys can win a great prize at the end. You guys got to make sure you fill out each week. Compete against us. It is fun and prizes.
Whoa,
so
Pepe says, so it's a man's league now?
yeah,
Well, no.
Well, if a woman wins,
if you
it'll
get
be
in,
a women's league.
it'll be a
We'll see. Throw me on some background here, Renee. We're going to get into our
bye
top
league?
wide receivers from our man at LB's Said It on Twitter.
Yeah.
I like how Renee just fucking drops the sound
dropped
in,
it.
buddy.
Bam.
Clubbing over here. All right, Lawrence. As we know, wide receivers, they come a little bit. You got your tops, you got your Megatrons, you've got your Thomases with Denver. How the wide receivers going to pan out this year? Who you got right now in your top 3 off the board?
My top 3 off the board right now are Megatron, Demaryius Thomas, and Dez Bryant.
Okay, you got Megatron.
Number 1.
And who you got number 2?
Number 2.
I got Demaryius Thomas at number 2.
Okay, and number 3?
Number 3.
Dez Bryant.
Wow, the Dez up at the top 3 here, Knocker. Now, do you see those 3 receivers?
Who was his number 1? Megatron.
Megatron,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Do you see those 3 receivers as first-round picks? As we know, running back obviously going to be heavy, probably the first 6 or 7. Besides Manning going, do you see in a 12-team, 14-team league? Do you see those 3 receivers going in the first round?
In a 14-man league, definitely. In a
Okay.
12-man league, it just depends on your flavor. If you don't like the running backs that are going early, then one of those receivers can go, and you'll come back around in the second round, and you'll get a decent running back. But if you like the elite receiver more than the, borderline running back number 1, then yeah, I can definitely see him going, in that 9 to 12 range, even 8. I mean, obviously Megatron may go right after the top 4 running backs.
That's what I was going to ask you.
That's
what I was going to ask you, Lawrence. You got those top 4, 5 running backs here. Probably going to go first off the board. And then you got your Mannings. You got your Megatron. Johnny, I'm going to throw it to you, Johnny. Let's just say it's our live draft right now. You got the number 6 pick. Top 5 running backs off the board. You've got Manning sitting there. You've got Megatron. Who are you going for, Johnny?
Wow. Ooh.
Tough, I know.
That is tough. I think
two
I'm going,
very reliable people that don't get injured very much.
I'm going Megatron.
Megatron.
Yeah.
Lawrence, what are you going? If you got the number 6 pick and you've got a choice between Manning or Megatron, do you take one of those or do you take another running back?
7.
It depends on who was already taken. Like if Eddie Lacy happens to fall, I would take Eddie Lacy. But let's just say
So you're taking
off the board.
Eddie Lacy. If he's still there and Megatron's there, you're going to take Eddie Lacy over Megatron?
Absolutely.
Wow. God, I like it.
Wow.
Bold call right now. I like that.
That's
Because
pretty ballsy.
I think he's going to have a great season, though. Lacy's going to have a great season.
Yeah, but dude, it's a passing league. It's not a running back league anymore. It's just not. Every team has 2 to 3.
But a lot of the running backs should be coming out of the backfield, catch the ball, and run.
No, I understand that, but in my opinion, most of the offensive plays and most of the offensive coordinators are pass happy.
Okay.
And each team has at least 2 running backs. It's running back by committee now in the NFL. There's not one workhorse. I mean, I think only 4 guys went for 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah.
The lowest since God knows when.
Well, we've seen a big turn in fantasy football go from running back heavy now to more of a wide receiver. Let's get just a couple good wide receivers and a quarterback.
Yeah. So for me, if I'm picking,
Okay.
if those top 5 elite wide receivers are on the board in my first 2 rounds,
right?
I think that's what I'm doing. I really do, because
Okay.
those yards come quick.
They do.
You know,
And
you
it
know what I'm
depends.
saying?
This year, guys, is going to be a PPR league for our football league. So that means 1 point.
What does that mean?
That means your running back. I love him. Don't you love him, Johnny? You really have to.
Johnny's out.
He's watching porn.
Yeah, what's a
Johnny's watching
We
porn.
even give him his own chair in
Listening.
front
I
of
didn't
computers,
think
and
it
he's
was
still
that
on
funny.
porn.
out there.
He's still looking at
I didn't
porn.
think it was funny or interesting.
Still happens, people. So hilarious.
God, I
Oh,
love you,
man.
Johnny. I really do.
I do. All right, Lawrence, I got a question for you then. If you got a choice here between Demaryius Thomas, AJ Green, Dez Bryant, are you taking Thomas? Is that a clear-cut favorite?
For me, it is, and it's not really based on skill. It's more so based on who's throwing the football and how efficient that offense is ran. Dallas Cowboys offense gives me a heart attack, partially because I'm a Cowboys fan, but we'll leave that for another discussion.
I'm sorry.
But Demaryius Thomas, I know he's going to get the football. I know the offense is ran efficiently, and anytime Peyton Manning has had a number 1 receiver that can do any damage, that guy has done damage for many years. You can go back to Marvin Harrison. You can go to Reggie Wayne. And now Demaryius Thomas is starting to step into that same role. So I would go with Demaryius Thomas just off the simple fact that I can feel comfortable waking up Sunday knowing that he's going to get the football
Okay.
at a rapid pace.
I got a question for you, Lawrence. Now, this is a dilemma I'm kind of seeing here. Demaryius Thomas, Denver's got a lot of weapons. Got Wes Welker. Got a lot of weapons there to throw to. Are you looking at Cincinnati and Dallas, with A.J. Green and Dez? That's their go-to guy.
Well, they're going to be playing from behind most of the season,
You know what I
in
mean?
my opinion.
Now, does that come into your strategy at all, Lawrence, when you're going to your drafting receivers?
Well, yes, it does, but only if the guy that I'm considering drafting isn't the guy. When you have the guy and then there's more weapons around him, that's actually beneficial towards him because now they can't just key on him.
True. They didn't
And
double
what
coverage
scares
yet.
me sometimes is having
That's
a guy
that's
who's
Denver.
the only option they have.
That's a
Yeah,
and
maybe
Chicago.
Sean, obviously no one can defend him. But if you have a guy like Demaryius Thomas and they got Julius Thomas going up the middle of the field, Wes Welker, and then you got Emmanuel Sanders on the other side, none of those guys are Demaryius Thomas, so it's not going to hurt his production at all. It actually helps because you have to pay attention to some of those other
That's a really good point because I'm looking at these teams, Knocker, like you're just going to bring up here. Now you got, like you said, Brandon Marshall, but you know what? He's got Alshon Jeffrey now.
Yes,
You got to
he
worry
does.
about two people now.
Yes, he does.
You got Julio Jones in Atlanta, Roddy White. You got two people to mess with. With Dez and A.J. Green, it's like they're the only two guys out there.
Okay, my
Why
pro-
not just double up on them?
My problem with the ATL is I believe Hugh Jackson is now the coordinator down there.
Mhm.
Am I correct?
You should
in
be,
that?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay, and he's
According to my Hard Knocks.
he's a run offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that Atlanta's going to go to a more balanced offense. So I'm thinking that the numbers for Julio Jones
Well, the injuries scare me with Julio as well.
are going to come down. Plus with the retirement of the tight end Gonzalez, he's now the.
Wait, are you talking about Cincinnati or are you talking about Atlanta?
I'm talking about Atlanta.
The
Yeah, he's talking.
coordinator in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's talking about Atlanta right now.
Is Hugh in Cincinnati or is he
Okay.
in Atlanta?
Lawrence, is
No,
she-
Hugh Jackson is in Cincinnati.
Okay,
Okay.
my bad. So I'm totally fucked up.
Okay.
But talking about Atlanta with Julio Jones,
Mhm.
right? With the loss of TG, right? He now becomes the main guy.
Right.
They don't have much of a running attack. I think he's got double teamed, triple teamed all year. I think that's a very scary pick if you're going to
Yeah,
go
I
with
think
Julio
with-
Jones. Even though those big numbers in certain games come,
Right.
there's just no
I
consistency.
think that Julio
to me.
Jones, you got to know what you're getting. You're going to get those games where he goes off, and you're going to
Correct.
get a
You're
game
gonna
where
get
he
4
maybe
big
gets one or
games a
two
year.
catches.
Yeah.
Yes.
in
And you
my
got to live or
opinion.
die by the Atlanta receivers. All right. Lawrence, now one of these receivers that maybe gets a little unnoticed, maybe because of his size, color. Jordy Nelson, not one of Knocker's
love
favorite
him.
receivers here,
He's my
comes in
favorite. I
on
love him.
ESPN at number 7. Where do you have Jordy Nelson, Green Bay Packers wide receiver, ranked at this season?
I actually have him right around that same range.
Okay.
Right when you get past Calvin, Demaryius Thomas, Dez, AJ, Julio Jones, Brandon Marshall.
yeah.
I got Jordy Nelson right there. He's playing with an excellent quarterback. He has a proven track record as long as he stays healthy. And right after you get past those elite guys, he's the next shoe-in elite receiver that's playing with an elite quarterback. So I actually feel really comfortable with taking Jordy Nelson.
It's a good point, and I wanted to bring up here. Let's play a little bit of this here.
DTM More Destiny.
There we go.
There we go. Johnny. I'm just going to wake him up right now. He knows
He's
what the
so
fuck's going
asleep
on.
over
He's just
there.
stoned off his ass. You don't understand. You got Lawrence. 1 week you have to come down here for a live show and join us. Okay? You have to make the
Well,
drive.
I'm listening to
I will.
what's going on.
I'm trying to put it in my plan.
got
Second
to.
of all, I don't
Definitely
understand
make
what I don't.
would Johnny do?
I don't understand why Proto and you guys got to rip me apart on the internet, on the Twitter.
They are ripping you apart, Johnny.
I know.
They are.
Oh, we need @Johnny Icebox. That's my Twitter if you want to follow me. In the fantasy league for easy wins each week.
That's right. The Iceland Poop, the Poop and Iceboxes gave a lot of wins away last season.
That was Bud. You mistaken me for Bud.
All right.
Playing.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's my DTM or Destiny question. As you know, on this part of the game,
Jordy Nelson.
dead to me. Yeah, Jordy Nelson or Alshon Jeffrey. Who you taking if those two are right there?
Oh man. I actually had a little birdie tell me that Alshon Jeffrey was looking pretty good this year.
Okay.
I like him.
Yeah.
I think he's the sleeper.
He's
Yeah.
not
I'm
a, he's
taking
not a
him.
one-hit
He
wonder.
is.
He's not a one-hit
No,
wonder.
not at his size with those hands. No freaking way, man.
So
It
you're
w-
going with Alshon.
If he's there and I have my first pick and Calvin Johnson's gone,
Well, obviously,
I'm
no. We're
picking
already
him.
down to the bottom. No, the 8, 9
Yeah,
guys.
this
That's what I'm
is-
saying.
yeah.
If Jordy's there with Alshon, you've
I'm
got
going
it. Those are
Alshon.
two best players on the board.
Oh my
Who are you
God.
taking?
Wow, that is really a really
Because is
tough question.
Jordy now the Packers' number 1 guy?
He's their their comfort guy. He's their guy that's going to get him that catch. He's going to get him that yardage. He's going to get him that touchdown. But for big plays and big yardage in a game,
do you take consistency with Jordy, or do you take the big play?
I'm going for it.
Alshon?
I'm gambling with Jeffries.
Okay.
That's me.
Johnny?
I'm going Alshon.
All right. Renee?
I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like it. That's why I threw it to you. Get used to it, Renee. When I'm going to catch you off guard a lot of times.
Thank God. Thank God you're here.
Seriously, he's taking a lot of heat out this guy.
Johnny, right?
Seriously, he's loving it. Lawrence, I'll throw it to you. You're the expert.
I'll take
Who
Don
you taking?
Maynard.
Who you taking, Lawrence?
See, you guys make a lot of good points, but my tiebreaker here goes to Jordy Nelson, and here's why.
Okay.
He's more featured in the red zone than Alshon Jeffrey.
Yes, he
Even
is.
though Alshon Jeffrey's a big playmaker downfield, he still has a very limited route tree, and they're still looking for Brandon Marshall in the red zone.
And that's
Jordy
probably
Nelson,
why I
on the other
lose.
hand, has been a top 5 red zone target every year he's been a starter. I like Jordy Nelson because he's going to play in the slot. He's going to play outside. They're even going to have him in motion. They're going to get him open in a lot of different ways. So I actually would like to take Jordy Nelson over Alshon. And even speaking more so to that, I actually would take Antonio Brown over Alshon.
Wow.
Look at
Johnny.
you.
Johnny getting a little chubbies over there.
Look at you.
Coming on Twitter, guys, at SportsCast
Thank you for the
_THN.
compliment.
I love protos.
From Peppy Pants, he says, if you take any quarterback in the first round, I'll punch you in the spleen and steal your lunch money. Jesus Christ.
I like
wow.
it. I like this one from
I
Proto.
like it, though.
Okay.
I like this
Well,
one from
how
Proto.
do you too?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we get bonus points if a receiver is targeted, but the quarterback throws it to the other team for an INT? If so, Bryant's number 1.
No, thanks, because Romo's throwing. Wow, that was well played. I'll say that's I'm going to give him a retweet on that. I will retweet that for you. Also on
You won't just retweet it, you'll live it.
also on Twitter here, it says, Demaryius Thomas been coming off the board in a couple mock drafts before Megatron. To me,
Yeah.
I think that Thomas is a little overrated because of the Manning factor this year. I think that I think people are leaning a little too much. I actually think that he
You could
falls
say the
back
same
this
about
year a little bit.
AJ Green, though.
Well, he's getting Andy
I don't
Dalton
think
thrown the
that
ball.
I know.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
I don't think that he's ahead of Megatron at this point. People who are taking him ahead of Megatron must have him on a Broncos jersey while they're mock drafting.
I agree.
Agreed.
There's no reason to take Demaryius Thomas over Megatron at all. I don't expect him to have a record-breaking year, but I definitely expect him to be a top 5 receiver of the elite category. And at that point, those are all pick-em type of guys anyway. Some people are higher on Dez because they like Dez. Some people like Demaryius Thomas. Some people even like AJ Green, who I still have to have a very good season. I mean, he had 98 catches last year, over 1,400 yards with a quarterback who can't throw if the wind is blowing.
That's
so,
true.
I mean, it just
throw
depends
if
on
the
who you
wind
really
is
like.
I like that. Well, it comes here back to Antonio Brown's number. I mean, this guy literally in the last 8 weeks of the season, 13, 10, 26, 15, 5, 19, 18, 10, 8. I mean, he had 2 bad weeks out of those last 8. But at the same thing, like Pittsburgh, I'm going to go to you, Johnny. You're a Pittsburgh guy. Are they depending too much on Antonio Brown this year?
No, they got Sanders, who's a good backup to him.
Do you think they go back to ground and pound, though, with the Steelers? Do you think there's much of a passing game there?
With Brown?
No, I mean, just with the Steelers'
with
offense
the
in
Steelers,
general.
I mean, we'll see. We'll
I
see
think
how
they
Bell
use
does.
up Le'Veon Bell. I think they use him a lot.
I think they're definitely going to use him a lot.
But that could going to open up the pass game. If he gets going, that opens up the play action, opens up the pass game for the
Brown
receivers.
is just, I mean, he's destined for greatness. My buddy looked at him last preseason and picked him up right after the draft, and it paid off for him in the end.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
Now, Lawrence, let me ask you this, man. We have a new coach in Detroit, new offensive coordinator. They had a good draft. They've got pretty good players at pretty much every receiving position. Golden Tate, I think they got Efron. They picked a tight end. I know they picked a really good tight end. They got Reggie Bush in the backfield, and the coach is from Indianapolis. The fact that all those people are in place and the ball's going to be spread around a little more, does that take away from Calvin Johnson's targets, catches, yards? Because I think the ball's going to be spread around a little more, and they're going to try and take the pressure off of Stafford and give him some easy passes, much like they did Peyton Manning when he was with Caldwell in Indianapolis.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Well, I think it still goes back to what I was alluding to earlier, saying that if you're the guy, it's not going to harm you. If a few passes or a few different plays are not going your way, he's still going to be upward of 90 to 100 catches. He's still going to be top 5 in targets, and he's still going to get touchdowns. I don't think that having other guys around him knocks him down to where he now shouldn't be a number 1 receiver or a top 5 receiver. And for me, I actually like guys who have other pieces around him because that lets me know that my guy isn't going to be zeroed in every game. They're going to stop him no matter what, and there's no one else to.
I think he's the safe. I think he's the safest pick as far as receiver top 5 goes. You know what you're getting. Like you said, he could finish maybe as the 4th best receiver, but you know what? At least you're safe. You got the 4th best. You know, you never know. Des Bryant could fall off the face of the earth and finish, the bottom 20.
Well, there you go. LB said it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, LB said it. So right there. All right, so we've got pretty much through your top 10 here. Finishing off with, you have Randall Cobb at your number 10. Who you got your number 10 spot?
At my number 10 spot, I'm probably going with Vincent Jackson or Alshon Jeffrey.
Well, I was going to go there. We got these receivers now in this next tier here, this 10 through 15 group.
There's a whole bunch.
Where
there's about 5 or 6
these guys used to be in the top 10. Now they've fallen back a little bit, whether it's age, regression a little bit. Randall Cobb, Andre Johnson, Vincent Jackson, Larry Fitzgerald, and Pierre Garçon, and Deshaun Jackson I'll throw in there. Those are a lot of big names, Knocker.
Yes.
A lot of big names that have produced in the past year.
Yeah, they're not has-beens. They're not middle-of-the-road guys. Those are some premier wide receivers. It's going to be very interesting to see what the hell happens with them this season. I'm really looking forward to see what happens with Deshaun Jackson paired up with Pierre Garçon in Washington.
I agree.
With a new offense, with Gruden, calling the plays and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, keep the music going, Renee. Thank you, sir.
All right. Dozing out over here, dude.
He zones out. He zones out over here. I
was watching you guys on the screen. I was like, really? Yeah.
Oh, there's deers. I see deers. I'm trash.
I think one of the most intriguing teams. I think one of the most intriguing teams is going to be San Diego. With Keegan Allen, one of the best rookies from last year. Vincent Jackson.
Yep.
We'll see what Gates does, and the other guy that came on strong. I don't remember.
Well, let's
his
play a
name.
little bit of
DTM
these guys
more
here, okay?
destiny.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's throw it around now. Knocker.
Talk to me.
I'm going to give you let's play the name game here, okay? So I'm going to basically go off. Here you go. Andre Johnson, Vincent Jackson. Who are you taking? Just one of those two.
Vincent Jackson.
Okay,
because
Vincent Jackson.
Fitzpatrick
Okay.
is the quarterback.
Vincent Jackson or Larry Fitzgerald?
Dude, God, that's tough, man. I'm going to go with Vincent Jackson because I think that the Chargers are going to throw more than the Cardinals.
Jackson's on Buccaneers.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Then I'm going Larry Fitzgerald. You guys got to supervise his shot.
I know. Knocker takes the fireball and he doesn't know it's on a team.
He did go to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right here, man. I'm lost
okay.
the whole year.
Okay.
I'm going Fitzgerald then.
You going Fitzgerald? Okay.
Tampa Bay is doing much.
Fitzgerald or Deshaun Jackson?
Fitzgerald.
Okay, Fitzgerald or Garçon?
Fitzgerald.
Okay, so Fitzgerald's your guy you take out of there.
Out of those 4
All right,
guys,
Johnny,
yes.
I'm throwing it to you, man.
I'm so sorry.
Andre
listeners.
Johnson or Randall Cobb?
Andre Johnson.
Okay, Andre Johnson or Vincent Jackson?
Andre Johnson.
Okay, Andre Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald?
Andre Johnson.
Wow, you have got this much faith in Andre to bounce back this year,
I think he's going to get hurt.
Wow. All right, last one here. Andre
and Fitzgerald and Fitzpatrick's the quarterback.
Andre Johnson or Deshaun Jackson?
Wait, what? Andre Johnson
or Deshaun Jackson? That's RG3 now. Washington.
Andre Johnson.
Wow. I'm going to go to you, Lawrence. Here we go. DTM or Destiny. Randall Cobb or Andre Johnson?
If you would have gone any farther.
I'm probably going Andre Johnson.
Okay, Andre Johnson or Vincent Jackson?
Vincent Jackson.
Okay, there it goes. Now, Vincent Jackson or Pierre Garçon?
Vincent Jackson.
Okay, Vincent Jackson, last two here, or Deshaun Jackson?
I'm still going V-Jack.
Okay, V-Jack or Larry Fitzgerald?
Larry Fitzgerald.
All right,
because I believe in Bruce Arians.
Okay, so out of those 5, Larry's your most confident receiver there. You know what you're getting out of Larry. He's probably going to stay on the field. Knocker, don't act like you know what you're talking. You didn't even know what team Vincent Jackson was on. He's all pointing himself over here.
I may have gone a wacky road to get there, but we ended up in the same place. Me and Lawrence, right?
Yes.
We ended up in the same place. That's all that counts, right?
Yeah.
Shut up. I
It
thought he
says
was
here
still
from
with
Petty
USC,
Pants,
okay?
Don't tell Johnny Icebox, but Pittsburgh doesn't have Sanders. Not sure where he's been.
I
They
love
really
our
like
Ah,
Mark Trujillo. He's looking good so
I
far.
love our
Yeah,
show.
I love it too.
I
Everyone
love
calls
our
it out.
show.
You know where Johnny's been? He's been doing a little bit of this in the background. That's
Oh, I love our show. Lawrence, are you sure you still want to be part of this?
yeah, really. I mean,
We have Brown.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
it seems like me and Lawrence are the only credible people on the show.
Exactly.
Renee can't answer a question. You two don't even know
When it comes to
players.
football.
You know.
Yes.
Hey guys, we're gonna get you
No
prepped.
more shots from
Yeah.
Knocker before we talk
Ah,
sports.
this is awesome.
I can't wait till everyone comes back.
Hey,
My
Lawrence,
fantasy team sucks.
Lawrence,
better than you guys.
Lawrence, I'm so old I don't remember yesterday, bro. So
Yeah.
you know, it's not the shots. It's just being old, bro.
It's just
And
how
guys,
you are, huh?
Uh-huh.
Just so people know on Twitter for all you ladies, because we do have some lady participants, it's not the man's league because we're letting in just men, okay? We're letting ladies too. It just means we're the man that wins, okay? The man's league just means we're being like sexual, you know.
Wow. Wow.
Johnny's having a great time in that
Isn't
chair
he?
over there. Like, he is so happy right now.
I'm feeling good.
Is he
all right,
watching all the good news about his Steelers?
Yeah, he's watching all the good news about his Steelers over there. Real quick, so you're going to take Fitzgerald. Knocker's taking Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Johnny's taking Andre Johnson. For me, out of those guys, I'm actually going to go with Vincent Jackson here. I think I like Tampa Bay coming into the season. I think they have a bounce back year this year. I like him coming back. If I'm going to take Andre Johnson, scares me. I think he's hurt by week 6. Randall
why I'm not picking him.
Cobb as well. I think he's too much of an injury risk. I think it's really a toss-up between Jackson and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, you know what you're getting.
Exactly. Never gets hurt.
At least he'll give me
catches
8
the ball.
points. In a crappy game, he's going to give me 7 or 8 points. You know.
Yeah.
So, all right, here on the next tier, here, kind of when you fall off, you talked about Keenan Allen. Could be a surprise dark horse this year for San Diego. We got Victor Cruz. Can he come back and do the salsa? We got Roddy White, who might be the biggest value of this year's fantasy draft. Everyone's
God, but he's
forgotten
so
about
hit or
him.
miss,
He is
man.
hit or miss, but this guy can explode at sometimes. We got Wes Welker and our
So can
boy
I.
Percy Harvin. So this last tier of wide receivers here, 15 through 20. Let's play it again for a little DTM or Destiny here and throw it around.
DTM or Destiny.
Lawrence, I'm going to you first here, buddy. All right, here we
All
go.
right.
Keenan Allen or Victor Cruz. Now, guys, we're going over if you had a draft and these players are available. This is who you're
Right.
taking. Here you go. Keenan Allen or Victor Cruz. Who you got, Lawrence?
I'm going Keenan Allen because he's already unquestioned number one, unquestioned offense. We know what we're going to get. I feel like there's still some uncertainty about Victor Cruz and what they're going to do over there. So I'm
Exactly.
going with Phillip Rivers and Keenan Allen.
You're making Knocker look really smart right now. and
I
it's
know,
not
doesn't
good.
he?
Yeah. He doesn't know shit what
I
he's
might
talking.
stumble around, but at
Yeah.
the end, I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
He was on a roll last week.
He
Maybe
was on a
just
roll
still
last
that
week.
same
Continued
roll.
it. All right, so we got Keenan Allen over Victor Cruz. Keenan Allen or Roddy White.
I'm taking Roddy White. I
Could,
think-
could,
I think
Lawrence, could
because
he
they're
be the
so
biggest steal?
pass-heavy,
Could he be the biggest steal this year's draft since he's going so low?
One of them. I think it's definitely between him, Fitzgerald, and Percy Harvin. I think those three
Sleepers,
have
yep.
potential to be borderline number
Value
one
picks.
wide receiver type production, but are going. These guys are going after Cordero Patterson, who's done nothing yet, which is fascinating to me.
I agree. So you're taking Roddy White over Keenan Allen, over Victor Cruz, Roddy White or Wes Welker. This is tough.
I'm taking
here.
Roddy White over Western.
Really?
Welker.
Wow. I don't. You know, Knocker. That's hard for me. I know what I'm getting with Wes. You know, I know he's not. You know, he might
Well,
take some.
this is-
Go ahead.
My concern with Wes Welker is two things. One, he's getting older, and they're not really revolving the offense around him
Right.
as much as they did when he first got there. Julius Thomas's role is starting to expand, and reports out of camp are that he's not going to always be in on three wide
That's why
receiver
we got
sets.
you
They
here,
really
Lawrence.
Like the rookie Cody Latimer. So he's going to have a reduced role. So I actually like Roddy White because he's still going to be featured
There we go.
in his role all game.
Good stuff.
Wes
That's why I got
Welker
him.
will be coming in and out of the game depending on what's going on.
You only get
So I
that
actually
here,
like
baby.
Roddy White
You
because
only
of
get
the-
that
We
here.
get that here. All right, guys. Next one up here.
What would Johnny do?
He's not even.
I know. That's why I threw it.
Paying
He's on his
attention,
phone. He's texting.
He's worse now than he was running the board.
I know. He just smokes and drinks in the corner now.
Whatever.
It's the most anticipated
Yeah,
part of the show.
Seriously,
Lawrence,
man.
you got to get down here for the show just to get on
I had,
Johnny.
good,
Right?
I had good stuff for you guys,
I
but
do.
don't worry
I
about it.
I
Don't worry
missed this
about it.
part alone.
Johnny's
know.
looking at porn on his
I got
phone.
good stuff.
He
I
he
got
has no
good-
idea what we're talking
I got
about.
good stuff for
Like
you
a good-
guys.
What?
All right,
Deals,
next up
deals.
here,
I'm
Lawrence.
I'm wheels and deals.
Lawrence, you
guys.
said you're going to take Roddy White basically over Victor Cruz, Keenan Allen,
Right.
and Wes Welker.
Right.
Now, last one here, Percy Harvin or Roddy White.
Wow, that's tough.
Ooh, that's tough.
Wait,
I
what happened
will
to
go
Johnny?
Percy Harvin, and I'm doing it, and I'm gonna dip my head in holy water as I take
Wow.
All right. I like it. All right. I'm going to go to you, Knocker. Play a little name game here. Here we go.
All right.
Keenan Allen, Victor Cruz.
Oh, Keenan Allen.
All right, Keenan Allen, Roddy White.
God, you know what, man? I've had Roddy White a couple of seasons, and
Burned you.
it's always 3 great games, 4 shitty games. He gets hurt for 4
He's
games.
the Vernon Davis of your receivers.
Blah 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 blah. So no, I'm staying away from him.
All right, Keenan Allen then. Keenan Allen or Wes Welker.
I'm Keenan Allen. I agree
Over
with Lawrence.
Percy Harvin too.
I agree with Lawrence that Welker is going to be a little more diminished. And
Yeah, he
they're
kind of
gonna-
sold me. Lawrence sold me on Wells.
Yeah, they're going to be going look for a little more big play, a little more something else. I don't
About
think he's going to
Percy,
be in
though.
every single package. I think Percy's going to get hurt.
Okay, so Keenan Allen, safest pick out of those 5.
Yeah,
All right, I like
think
that.
out of all
Knocker.
those,
I think that's good.
Yeah, I think Percy Harvin's going to get hurt, and he's not going to play all
Johnny.
16 games.
Run
Fine.
through it. Come on. Let's go.
Look,
Wow,
oh
it's
my
a-
God!
Wow, it's a good thing we brought in
Yeah.
Renee because you're
Seriously.
you're just an addition
Well,
to this
you
show.
played the whole little. What would Johnny do? And then you came over to me.
Yeah,
oh,
'cause
but
you were
catch him.
asleep.
because you
Well,
were texting on your phone.
I wasn't texting.
You
him
were
on-
asleep. Your eyes were closed.
You know
You
that
had Vavas
my
coming out of your
God.
mouth.
viewers have complained about you before.
Oh,
You had
my
Vavas coming
God.
out of your mouth, bro.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Johnny, who you got? Keenan Allen or Victor
Allen.
Cruz? Allen. All right, Keenan Allen or Roddy White.
White.
All right, Roddy White. or-
Welker.
Guess that's what Johnny will do.
Yeah. For the rest of Johnny's picks.
We got
oh my
one more.
God,
We
who
got-
the hell
we got one more.
cares?
Okay, Johnny, Percy Harvin.
Allen.
Oh,
Johnny's taking Lynn Swan.
seriously, yeah. With the 12th pick in the draft. As I would go through here, Keenan Allen or Victor Cruz. I'm going Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen or Roddy White. I'm going to Keenan Allen.
Okay.
Wes Welker, you sold me on that. I think I'm going Keenan Allen here over
Yeah.
Percy.
Yeah, I
There's
think
just
so.
too much risk with every one of those other 4 players.
Yeah, I love that coach down there, and I think he's going to be a big target. I think he's having a big year.
I agree. All right, here, Lawrence. Again, make sure you guys follow Lawrence at LB Said It on
LB
Twitter.
Said
He's going to be
It.
bringing you all you guys' fancy updates, news on the website as well. Now, give us a couple sleepers here. You can find those late rounds here, Lawrence. Who are the couple guys here in the 20-30 rank here that might come up and surprise a lot of people?
I'll rattle off a few names because it's so deep. The receiver position, oh, goodness, I feel like there's so many different guys you can take a plunge on. But keep your eyes out for Jeremy Maclin. I like him this year. Reports out of camp that he's been looking great. He was killing Darrell Revis for whatever that's worth in practice. I actually like Colston to bounce back. These guys
Really?
are like mid to
Okay.
late rounds. Some late guys I like is Golden Tate, Kendall Wright. Kendall Wright probably has the quietest 90-catch year
Yep.
of any
No
form
shit.
ever.
What are
Another
your
guy
what
I
are your
like-
thoughts, real quick, on T.Y. Hilton, man? The guy was so huge for me last year.
For real, man.
Is
he
he
looks
a
like
one-hit
steal.
wonder? I mean, he's got Andrew Luck. That division's
No.
weak. I mean, do you
Big
maybe
year.
wait on this guy, or does he get drafted a little higher than he should? Where do you think
Big
T.Y.
year.
goes?
I think if T.Y. Hilton manages to catch a couple of touchdowns within these next 2 games, his draft stock might boost up. But actually, I hope he stays quiet because I think that you can get him at a reasonable spot, maybe 7th, 8th
I
round,
agree.
depending on the flow of your draft. And I think that's about right for him. I think that he's definitely going to be the number 2 option. We still don't know what Reggie Wayne's going to look like when the season starts, even though all the reports have been good and that he looks fantastic. But T.Y. Hilton is, without question, the most explosive receiver they have. So they're definitely going to look to get him the ball. I like him and Julian Edelman, another guy who
Yes.
caught 100
Love
passes
that
last
little
year
guy,
that's gonna
yep.
be overlooked.
Yeah, Julian Edelman's been
Josh
great.
loves those
Yeah,
little
I
white
like
guys.
Those
it.
little white guys. I love the little white guys on this show. I'm telling you. Now, one guy you might be able to get to value now that Deshaun's gone. What are your thoughts on Riley Cooper, man? He got the contract. He's got Nick Foles down there in Philly. Probably going to be there in 1 or 2 their first or second target here. Riley Cooper, how do you think he fits? Is he a little overrated this year?
Actually, I think people are still a little down on him, and for good reason. For one thing, Jordan Matthews has been someone they've really liked in camp. He's had some great moments. He's had some down moments, which is typical for a rookie. But Riley Cooper's been banged up, so he really hasn't had a lot of practice time. Meanwhile, Jordan Matthews has been playing a little bit. So you can probably get him right around what you expect. And I'm not really sure which direction he can go, because if Jordan Matthews starts to take off, he could have a Keenan Allen-ish type of season, and that would obviously diminish Riley Cooper's role. Plus, you can't discount the fact that Darren Sproles is going to play a little bit in the slot, and they're going to look to get him the football. So ideally they have a few more explosive athletes on the field as opposed to last year. They had to rely on Riley Cooper. So in the late rounds, that's a guy that you could probably go for.
Get your number 3
I'd rather
receiver.
have a guy like Kelvin Benjamin, who's looking to be the number 1 option in Carolina, and they're looking to get him the football. I'd rather take a plunge on a guy like that who has a little more upside. I think Riley Cooper's upside is really low.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if you get him as a number 3 receiver, I think that's not too bad. If he's your number 3, I don't mind.
Oh
that.
That's very low risk if you get him as your number 3 receiver. I mean, because who knows what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think his ceiling's really low, and for me, I like to take guys who might not have the starting potential that he may give you every week, but guys who can definitely turn it on and maybe pass him.
Well, you talk about like T.Y. Hilton, man. I took a chance on him last year. I heard good things. The guy ended up producing all season long. All right.
I got a question for you, Lawrence. My only problem here is I'm a firm believer that once you go on that injury history list, you know I'm true with that, Josh. You know I'm true with that.
You preach it every day on the show.
And I believe that Jeremy Maclin is on that list. Do you really think that he's going to last the whole season, and that you risk a high pick, a second-round pick going with him?
I wouldn't say a hot pick, but if you get him in the mid rounds, I mean, if you get him at his regular value, that's fine. I probably wouldn't reach for him, unless he shows me more. But I mean,
I agree.
Just for a quick note, he did just tweak his hamstring today in the joint practice with the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree. So
he does stay dinged up a little bit. I wouldn't reach for him, but if I can get him at the ideal spot, which is in the mid rounds, somewhere after the 6th, 7th round. If he's still there, I would take a chance on him. He's going to be the number 1 receiver there as long as he stays healthy.
Exactly.
And that offense itself, Chip Kelly's a genius, and he's going to get him the football. So I like Jerry.
Okay. Last real quick, just make it 30 seconds here.
DTM, more destiny.
Johnny's boy, because he couldn't do it in Pittsburgh. Mike Wallace, is he done?
Wow.
Nope. I think
he saves him. You're going to
have
save.
A bounce back year.
Wow. Saving Mike Wallace.
I think Bill Lazor is going to help him actually get the football. They were extremely uncreative with him last year. They just stuck him out wide and sent him downfield.
Just
right
run.
Now he's in motion. He's playing in the slot. They're going to get him the football.
All right, man. Thanks so much.
I actually just want to throw my
look at this guy over here.
I see Heartline doing a lot down in Miami. Whatever. Forget it.
He's all mad now. He's mad.
Hey, Lawrence.
Forget it.
Lawrence.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Get your point, Johnny.
Does Sammy?
No, that's it.
Does Sammy Watkins pop up anywhere in this? Does something happen with him down there in Buffalo?
I think he could. I think he would be okay. But I mean, EJ Manuel, I don't have a lot of trust in him, and I actually think that Robert Woods might end up having a better year than Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins is a tremendous talent, but with a guy like that, you need someone who can get him the football.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that they're going to be able to get him with the football.
He needs a veteran
with the regularity that it will take.
He needs a veteran quarterback.
I think that's one of the most interesting triangles in the NFL this year with EJ Manuel, Robert Woods, and Sammy Watkins. I mean, those are big play potential guys. Can they actually get it done? And I'm really looking forward to see what happens over there in Buffalo with that.
I agree. Hey, Lawrence, buddy, man.
But I mean, definitely take a chance on him.
Yeah,
I don't blame anyone taking a chance on him.
All right, guys, you heard it here. Again, follow Lawrence at LBSaid on Twitter, man. He knows his stuff. He will get you through your fantasy season. He'll be with us every week. Watch out for his articles on thenewsportsguru.com. Lawrence, thank you once again for bringing all of your knowledge to the Sportscast.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Anything I can do for you guys.
All right, man. We appreciate it, Lawrence. We'll see you next week here. Same time, same place. All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. We'll come back for a couple minutes because I've got a little something I want to bring up on the show. Is that okay with you, Johnny?
A little question you want to ask?
Yeah, that's why I got a question. Is that okay?
Take a little break for a second?
Or can we? Do you want us to go right into it?
Let's just go right into
Go
it.
right into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to stop this. Hugo Rivera, one of our listeners, just sent some loser is delusional, just like some people I know. He's got a picture of a dude with a tat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Says World Champs with the Cowboy star 2015.
Take that, Jesus.
Right,
What
Cal.
is that guy smoking? There ain't a chance in frickin' hell that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, let alone win it.
What's that?
My God.
Play the Cowboy song.
Yeah.
I don't have it queued up again. Sorry. Everybody hurts.
Cue it up, man. Where is it?
I don't have it. I took it off. But
Oh,
real
you're a
quick, guys,
dick.
now I've got a question
Seriously.
here.
Yeah, I
Johnny
know.
hit it,
I
and
know.
you just whiffed.
Yeah.
Sorry. Strike out.
I had a question, though. My shot of the week.
Romo really sucks.
Now, guys, a little bit of an icebox here topic, okay?
But he has hot blonde girlfriends.
Gotta be quick, 'cause I gotta go. Oh, sorry.
You guys fucking suck.
You know
Go ahead.
he's on the bottom because in every game he's on his back.
Thank you for that great note. I actually had a serious topic I wanted to bring up right now.
On our show.
Yes, a
I
serious
know what
Really?
the topic is. It's not that serious.
It is serious.
It's not that
And as you
serious.
know, Regina Pacheco, as I showed my shot of the week,
Woo!
smoking hot.
Woo!
Okay, not related to me.
As far as we know.
Do I need to go to like Ancestry.com to find out? Because now let's just say I met her. Okay, this is my question. If you met
Right.
somebody you never knew, never was part of your family,
Right.
met her in a bar, she said what her name was Regina, never gave me her last name, you slept with her, found out her last name is Pacheco.
After second cousins, it's all good.
It's all good?
Absolutely.
So it's
Absolutely.
okay with you then?
Absolutely. After second cousins, it's all good. It just gets diluted. Absolutely.
Wow, Renee, you
First-
laugh over there.
First, second cousins, no. I would be just like.
Now, Renee's
okay,
got a hot
I'm
cousin,
shocked.
right? You got a hot cousin,
I do have
Renee?
a hot cousin, yes.
What does she do?
Former porn star Raylene out there.
Yep.
She used to be a Vivid girl. She doesn't do it anymore.
Okay.
She quit the adult entertainment business. But yeah, check her out online. Just Google it, Raylene.
Yeah, she
I'm
does
sure it'll
webcam
pop up.
stuff.
She used to do
Now, do
a
you
show
feel,
over
do you
at
feel
Turn Up.
guilty for jerking it like, to her every day?
I don't jerk it to
You're
her.
such a liar.
Wow.
Well, getting
It
the
came
ice
out
pack.
of nowhere. Jesus criminy. What a
Well,
transition.
that's all. No, that's the whole
Okay,
question.
we
though.
have left the sportscast.
No, that's the whole question.
And you're
Jesus
throwing him under the bus.
criminy.
What if you?
I'm not throwing him in, but that's the whole question, though. It's like, am I wrong? Because like, if my third to fourth cousin out there I never met before is hot, you know, if I hook up with them, am I wrong for that?
No, not at all.
No, because it's your
No.
third or fourth cousin.
Exactly. First or second. You draw the line at second cousin. After that, it's all good.
Only when there can be some genetic fuck
Exactly.
That's when you should worry.
So
Yeah.
Regina's in play. No, I'm married. Not for me. Let's say for Daniel.
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
She's in play. Thank you for that, Renee. That was
You're
well
welcome.
played. You waited all segment for that one.
did. I was
Absolutely.
actually looking
If
for it.
Daniel meets Regina somewhere, it's good.
Okay, so if you met
Absolutely.
your third cousin out and you went back to Rochester, you're at a bar, you hooked up with a girl named Amy, and her last name ended up being, Pollard, you wouldn't think anything of it?
I mean,
You never knew she related before, but hey.
Yeah, after
why
the
not?
fact, you
Why
found
not?
out you were related.
That would be great. I'd be like, whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah.
We're related.
I agree, man.
Whoa.
Okay, so it's fair game? After second cousin?
I
Okay.
believe so. After second cousin, it's
Fair game.
fair game. Absolutely.
Okay, just want to know where I
Absolutely.
stand with Regina. So, all right, guys, that's been the end of the Sportscast. I love
It's
the show.
only okay.
I love
if
this
it's
show.
your-
Great
if
sports
it's more
talk.
than your second cousin. That's the only time.
You
it's
sit like
okay.
you're Mr. Rogers in that chair over
It
there.
depends,
What do you
Josh.
mean?
Is she living with you?
No.
Then fine, it's all
no,
good.
She just
Let's
coming
take it out
over.
with this.
Because with our
There we
family,
go.
with our race, we're first and second cousins are
That's
living under
right.
the same roof. It's
That's
all
right.
it's all the same.
Want to thank all of our sponsors, fireman'sbrew.com, sportstradex.com, juicywhip.com as well. PWSide Construction. Want to thank Johnny Icebox and the Icebox Studios for having us once again. Renee on the ones and twos.
Yeah, I'll be here every week.
Thank you, buddy. Glad to have you back in the show. Adelinos as well. Knocker, thank you once again for your fantasy insight.
And not knowing who the hell the
Oh,
coordinator
hey.
is or where Vincent Jackson plays.
That's
but,
right.
Hey,
Who gives a shit? Johnny.
at the end,
I fucked up the Sanders. I can't believe I did. I
at the end, I'm right there.
Me and Frank even had a whole conversation about that. Fucking
That's
completely
awesome.
slipped my mind.
That's so awesome.
You keep hitting that joint over there, buddy.
I know.
Yeah. All right,
Keep hitting
guys.
it.
We'll be back next week. Again, we'll be going over, I believe, tight ends next week, getting you all psyched up for the fantasy season. Get your name in right now this week. The last time to get into the Fantasy Football League. The draft is next week live on the show. Saturday is the golf tournament. Thank you once again for everybody, all you listeners. Check us out on iTunes. Renee, take us out. We out, buddy.
Yeah, see
All
you
right.
later.
Later,
Adios.
guys.